What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gung-Fu Super Bros podcast, the number one podcast for Kung Fu martial arts movies and Capoeira. Hey guys, what episode is this?
58?
58. All right. I know you're ready for this, Enrique.
I just opened my laptop.
Hey, Marcus, say hi.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Enrique.
Hi.
Super Producer Stevens.
Hello.
And remember, my name is Ivan. All right, guys. A lot of stuff on TV, a lot of stuff going on. Let's start with The Offer. Has anybody watched this? And we kind of talked about this before, but we were a little bit wrong on what it was. But I'm 3 episodes in and I'm fucking hooked.
Which one is this?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, Paramount Plus. The Offer is not a prequel, but the making of, or a show about how The Godfather got made.
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
3 episodes in, man.
I didn't realize that it started already.
Yeah, it dropped last week, and first 3 episodes were available, and I think it's going to be every Thursday.
Also, not the whole season.
No.
Is it like a 10,
10.
a 6? It's
10,
a 10.
because I've been watching the little extras. It has a lot of extra scenes at the end, and the guy was like, how do we make this a 10-hour thing? So I'm assuming about 10, because every
They're
episode
about hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so far, it's, and you probably, honestly, I knew some of this stuff. I didn't know a lot of this stuff, though, so far. It's like, this movie had no business getting made, I guess. It was nearly impossible to make it happen. I mean, how much of this is truth? How much is it
because of
fictionalized?
the subject matter, or
Because of the subject matter? Because of the Paramount being where it was at?
And I think the biggest thing is that Francis Ford Coppola had this giant deal with the movie studios. And so it was like, hey, I'm going to make The Godfather, but we're also going to make these other movies with all his friends. And the only one that panned out was George Lucas's movie.
Oh, he was bringing everybody along, kind of a thing.
Yeah, so like Walter Murch and Milius and all these.
In this
friends.
one, it seems like he just finished writing Patton. Is that what I think Francis Coppola wrote, if I'm not mistaken? And like, he needed money to make his other movies. So they were kind of like, all right, dude, we'll come and make this one, and then you can get your money to make your other movies. So he first kind of started off like, fuck it, I'm doing this for money. But then when he read the script, which is kind of cool that Puzo, who wrote the book, actually also helped write the script.
Did he?
So that's what it looks like so far. Okay. But like, it's, and then he kind of fell in love with it and was like, no, I need to give a shit about this movie. We need to go. But it seems like it was the first, not maybe necessarily the first mafia movie, but the first mafia movie that wasn't like, yeah, see, like first like actual, this is what it is. But they didn't even look at it as a mafia movie. They looked at it as a movie about a family and just like the decisions they had to make and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But it's even cool to see like Puzo had like, I guess all of his books prior were very critically acclaimed, but nobody bought them. So he said, fuck it. I'm making a book that everybody's going to want to read. And then he makes a Godfather and it's like the hottest shits and sliced bread or whatever. But really, really cool.
It is the only book Enrique's read.
So you know it's a good book, bro.
It's that good.
And honestly, I'm back and going to read it again because it's been a while since I read that book, and I was like, dude, that book is so damn good. But yeah. The producer, the only thing he had done before this was Hogan's Heroes. So the only thing he had actually gotten available was Hogan Heroes, and then he moved on to this, and it seems really, really cool. Good actors. It's fun. Boy, Colin Hanks. LAFC fan Colin Hanks is in it. It's so far it's really entertaining. A lot of mafia stuff, a lot of Hollywood stuff. You see how they kind of are similar and kind of separate in so many ways. But really cool, really fun. Check it out. Like I said, 3 episodes out already, but having a good time with it for sure. So we'll have to talk about it more when you guys check it out. But I'm hooked. Really, really hooked. Enrique, you caught up with Halo, man. How's that going?
It's going good. It's we're 5 episodes in, 6, 5 or 6.
5 or 6. I'm 1 behind.
And I figured out that the only thing I'm having an issue with is they're not giving me enough of
Cortana's
like
boobs.
action, like action, like action scenes where they're fighting against the aliens. Mm-hmm. So far, we've gotten like maybe 2 scenes.
Very little. It's more on the story, right? Like it's more on the story.
It's
of
very
who
story
he is
driven.
and-
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think that it's because they spent the money making the backgrounds, making all of that stuff nice?
Yeah.
And then to animate the actual creatures is going to be a big part of that budget.
Yeah, because the animation on the last scene was really good on the aliens, and all that was animated.
And
it was well done, but I imagine it wasn't cheap. So,
I feel like they have this budget and they're like, all right, we can make these 2 episodes look kind of meh, and then we'll have this really cool action sequence, which is kind of what happens with the Marvel shows. If you notice, like the early episodes, the CG maybe isn't too bad, isn't too good. It's not too bad. Or in Book of Boba Fett, when you got the teens going on their scoots.
5 miles per hour. He was like, man, what the hell? Yeah.
They do have the aliens, but it's not action.
Yeah.
Like you'll see, I don't know if that girl's in the thing or what, but like you'll see the human girl that's with the aliens. I don't know. I don't remember her name or whatever, but
she's down for it.
But you'll see her interact with them. So that's all animated too, but it's not action. So I imagine it probably is less.
A little easier to do.
Yeah. So you do see that more. So they are in it, but they're not in it as much as maybe Enrique was thinking.
Well, here's another thing too. You don't necessarily play Halo for the story.
Right? How dare you?
Right? I mean, you've said that, right? So,
right.
I mean, I don't know, like, because they're gonna do a Gears of War show, I think is the last thing I heard. And I did like the story, but playing the new ones, I was just playing it for the playing of it. Like I wanted to finish it up, and they were great. I enjoyed them. So I'm wondering, because it's not gonna be cheap to chainsaw aliens left and right. Like that's just not going to be, that's going to be expensive. So how are they going to pull that off?
Or doing it every, like when you play, that can be your every kill, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And you go for that because it's badass, right? Yeah. It looks cool. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that.
Yeah. It's just, it's so satisfying when they're fighting the aliens, where, it takes you back to when you're playing the game and all that, and the sounds and the weapons and all that. So it's very satisfying seeing that, but we get it in the first episode when they introduce Master Chief, and then I think
the 4th or 5th. It's the last one I saw,
and then the last one they did.
Wow,
they fight again. They fight again, and this time they introduce some of the different aliens that you didn't see in the beginning, which is cool. Mm-hmm. And they're aliens that from the game.
Yeah, if you play,
And it was
Little Ricky, isn't it?
Oh man, Pretty Ricky. That's what they called him.
And it was really fun. It was really fun. I was like, I want more of this. But you're right. It's super expensive. And maybe this show gets a second season, and maybe they get a bigger budget, and maybe we get more of it.
It's not on Netflix, right? Because Netflix is canceling everything. Shit.
It's on Paramount Plus. But
so here's what I was thinking. I feel like there's this bubble of streaming media, and they're giving us legit everything we want.
A
live action Cowboy Bebop. 2 more seasons of Stranger Things. But I heard Stranger Things is you can make a big Hollywood feature per episode.
A big Hollywood movie?
A big Hollywood movie. Yes. And so it
so it's like Sherlock, where a season is 3 2-hour episodes.
Dude, he's not lying. I heard that it's stupid expensive to get all these people back. Like it's ridiculous amount they're paying per episode. Yeah. It's like the craziest thing ever. Yeah.
So it's not sustainable.
So money. So not,
it's not sustainable
not lengthwise, but money-wise.
Money-wise.
Can you look that up, Stevens? It's a number. Like it's a ridiculous number per episode.
I want to say it's $100 million per episode.
Yeah. Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Like
that's a super. No, I don't know if it's $100 million, but
it's up there.
30 million.
Yeah, that's insane
per episode.
So where I think a season,
I think a Marvel show or a Star Wars show costs $30 million. The whole season.
They must have to, so they must be making Stranger Things must be like streamed on every Netflix account then, right?
I guess. Or
there's no or they just got to finish the story. They're kind of in it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They have a lot of marketing stuff too, where they make a lot of money that way. But
that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
I just want to, and then what sucks because there's been other little shows that I kind of got into, and they've canceled.
Yeah, that. You're like 2 seasons, and you're like, wait, what happened? Don't give me a cliff. You know what? Don't end on cliffhangers.
Yeah, you almost have to finish every season just in case.
Yeah.
What was didn't they cancel that one with the kid with the antlers that we were talking about before?
Did they? I haven't even watched that.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Is it canceled?
I was wondering because I really like that show. I was hoping there'd be another season. So I'm kind of bummed out if they do or not. But I don't know, man. It's
that other superheroes show on Netflix too didn't come back.
Oh, that was done after one season. The
Jupiter.
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy.
Didn't mind it. I was kind of like, let's see where it goes. Yeah. Let's see what's up. Yeah, that got canceled.
Like how much of the boys can you have?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially as they get more famous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I mean, but again, we're lucky that even
they're
get one
giving us
season.
everything.
Yeah,
They're giving us
we want.
everything, but there's too much to see.
The
out
Tick
there.
came back, and a live action Tick came back, and it was like, yeah, nobody wants it. You're like, but it's
which
what?
was a cult classic when it first came out.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
almost
think, right?
yeah, it's almost too much of a good thing because there's only so many people to see everything. So just whatever sticks, and not everything is gonna stick, no matter how good it is.
No, yeah, you're right.
And that's unfortunate because there is some good stuff out there that we don't get more of.
Picard season 3 though, coming back.
Okay, so I that is probably the Star Trek that I watched the most, the new generation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next generation.
Sorry, please don't kill me on the internet. Fuck, you can do it all you want. I don't fucking. See
You can call it www.gungfusuperbros.com.
Sorry.
Ivan hates Star Trek.
Honestly, I can't sit here. I think I watched the movie that everybody loves. Which was the one that everybody loves of the original old movies?
Khan.
Yeah,
Wrath of Khan?
Yes, I watched that, and then
Or
the show.
what's episode 4 called? Or not episode? I said episode because it's
I think it's like 2 or 3,
what's
right?
4? First Contact.
First
No.
Contact. Well, yes, but that's a Next Generation movie.
What's the one with the whales?
Oh, that's 5. So,
5.
Maybe that's what I'm
That's
thinking
what I
about.
think.
The one with the whales.
That's
yes,
what you saw.
The one with the whales.
Because
Voyage
that was
Home?
way popular, but that was not everybody's favorite.
Oh, okay. But that's the one I know. And then, like you said, Picard, Data, and all them.
Yeah.
So this is just Picard's story continued.
Yes, but it involves several characters from other series.
Oh wow.
In season 1, there's a big kind of plot point with Data.
Okay.
And Picard is getting older. Well,
Hell yeah, he is.
no. But in the story where then something happens there where he's a different kind of Picard.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna spoil it for the podcast. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But then season 2 now is Q comes back.
Yes.
Not that Q, but Q, the alien race. And I love that character. I love those episodes where Q messes with everybody.
Okay.
And it's like, now we're here, and you're like, what?
Okay.
Q, make it show.
But that's cool. And is that show pretty? It has to be popular enough to get a second season, right?
Well, it's popular enough to get a 3rd season, and in the 3rd season, everybody's coming back so far except Will Wheaton. I don't know why you guys don't have love for Will Wheaton.
Why is he not coming back?
I don't know. They just maybe haven't written him in, or he'll be in the end. Who know? I don't know what his character did
Gotcha.
within the canon of it.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, and you guys, I mean, Enrique, both of you guys are right. Like, it's almost to that point where, like, what the flying?
It's an embarrassment. It's like, I don't know what to watch. I rewatched
There's
the
too
Batman.
much.
Yeah, I rewatched the Batman too.
Yeah,
Dope. Yeah, but okay, so
I feel like it's crazy how many things are out there.
I see what you did there. Crazy out there. So you guys tried to warn me, but I didn't fucking listen to you guys. And I went to the Funko Pop store in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What was your tally?
I have not. Honestly, mine alone was like 148. But
Just
then
for
my
you?
wife's. Well, but I bought something for my daughter, bought something for my son. And
Okay.
then I bought something for my niece. Then I think my wife was 100. And then my nephew was like close to 100 and something also. Like he went hard on a lot of the pops too. So motherfucker, man, like it was.
That's a lot of pops.
It's a lot. It wasn't even though. You know what it is? You go with those big pops. Like my daughter got a big Wally and I'm straight jealous of it. I think I'm gonna steal it at some point in time. It's a fucking big Wally. And then Zion got a big Andre 3000 and
That's
dressed
cool.
up as sorry, Miss Jackson. I'm like, man, that's a dope ass Andre 3000. So
You taking
just
that one
something
too?
like that. Probably at some point in time.
I mean,
So-
you could have bought one for yourself. You know that, right?
No, but dude, I had to stop, bro. Like it was hard.
So what'd you call? What'd you call?
I got the Biggie album cover for Life After
Okay.
Death. So now I have both of them ready.
Oh man,
Life
I
After
hope
Death.
they come out with Biggie duets.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that one too, bro. I picked up a Biggie with the crown on. And you were telling me about that one.
That's cool.
Andre 3000 and Big Boy. What size is that one?
They are like 4 inches, maybe.
Yeah, so got those vinyl ones. I think that was it for me. I think that's all I got for myself. Yeah, I was looking for some Batman stuff. There was some cool stuff, but no Joker, no Harley Quinn. Just, I mean, I think that stuff just gets sold out right away or whatever. But yeah, it's an impressive store, guys, and it sounds weird, but we were there for like 2 hours.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I told you. I think that's how long
Took a lot
we were
of
in
cool
there.
pictures, like and all that stuff. But it's dope. I mean,
How
the
was
horror
it getting
section in
in?
the back, nothing at all this time. It was so weird when we tried to go the other time, wrapped around Pep Boys, which is like what 2 blocks.
Not even that, but
like a block maybe if you wrap it around.
a block, I would say.
This time we just walked in. But they're like really strict about the kid policy. Like no kid can be in this store without an adult being next to him.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I'm like, okay, bro, I got you up to 15. I'm like, okay, dog, like there's 3 adults. Like, we good. There's 3 kids, 3 adults. We got one each. Like, we're good. But they were like, he was cool about it, but and they would tell. And then it was funny because these high school kids were running in there to get in. And the mom was just kind of on the phone outside. And the guy was like, nope, you have to wait till your mom comes in with you. And I'm like,
they must have a lot of issues. They must have a lot of issues.
Yeah, you could steal in there like nothing, bro. It's easy.
No, but you see these kids, you know, the parents over there, or the parents like, I'm on my phone. All right, go get what you want, Skylar. Go get it.
But I'll be honest with
and then
you.
the kid is like climbing the T-Rex.
Yeah, but I'll be real with you. The people who acted most like crazy were the adults. Like some lady loves her some Red Panda. Like she is
really?
all about that movie.
Oh, there's Red Panda in there?
Yeah, she was super cute too. And this lady was carrying it and she's like, where did you get that? And the lady's like,
Right there.
Like, and I wasn't even talking to them. I was like, bitch, it's right there. Like, why are you hollering?
Open your eyes.
Like, it's right there. You know.
Last time we went, it was sold out. They only had the little girl.
Oh no, they got the Red Panda right now. Yeah.
Oh, that day.
For that day.
That's 2, you're right.
No, they were going to come out with one that has like the little, it's flocked. It has a little furry skin.
So right now, the 2 things that were like on the special table was it was a Boba Fett. Yeah, it was Boba Fett. But with the special box, I don't know what that's called. The box with the writing on it, kind of.
I don't know.
Like the hard
like
case?
the artist series?
Something like that. And then a Kawhi Leonard with the other Clippers jersey. There was a lot of that available. I was like, see, both me and my nephew are Clipper fans. Were like, we don't even know if fool's going to be on the team next year. Like, nah, why are we going to buy that? Where's my Pa George? Because we know we got him for 5 years. They have him available. And then and honestly, it was a lot of this too. It was a big LeBron, but nobody was really copying the big LeBron either. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, is he going to even be there next year? Like, what's kind of the point to do it all? But super cool. If you guys get out there, check it out. It's a lot of fun. But
I'm going to stay away.
And then I went to
crazy.
Amoeba, and I spent money at that bitch. It was
Amoeba is so easy to spend money in there too.
Yep. And then I went to a soccer game. It was just all
money.
What's Amoeba?
It's Barker, what's Amoeba?
Amoeba is an independent record book / movie store. And so you can get t-shirts, you can get posters you can get all sorts of vinyls, especially the day before was actually Record Store Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
cool. They used to be on Sunset and Capoeira, and now they are on
Hollywood
Boulevard and
something I forget.
Cracktown.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Right across the street from the pop store. I mean,
Poway.
A block away from Gower.
Yeah. A block away from the other block from Gower.
So Poway?
I think Poway maybe or something like
so it's a kick. I mean, you want a poster, bro? You want a sticker? You want a patch? You want a cool button? Yeah. They got all that shit.
But you want a record? You want a CD? You want a cassette? You want a laser disc? You want a DVD?
Yeah. So I found a instrumental set of like every Timberland song ever. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's cool. I love his beats. So I bought that. I bought the biggest collection of Zapp and Roger you ever seen, which I'm like, fuck. And it's because the vinyls are like purple and the other vinyl was like neon. I was like, hell yeah, that looks badass. So I wasn't going in there looking for a Zapp and Roger collection, but I was like, man, you know what? There's more bounce in this sounds. So I picked it up and I was like, fuck, I took that bitch. And then just found some other like I remember when my buddy used to DJ, who would always have these collections, and there was always like a girl in a bikini on it, but it had like 6 random ass hip hop songs. And I was like, motherfuckers, these are jams, bro. But they were like $3, $4. Yeah. So you won't pay a lot.
Now 17, your jams.
What's the one that's Kid Bops? Kid Bop 14. Like, I have some wet ass pussy. No, but imagine kids singing that shit, bro. They're doing all the hits, bro. He took a trick to that one.
It was called Saki Kitty.
That was the Kid Bops. That's the newest one, dog. It's about to drop.
They're different now.
It's different, bro.
They used to skip those back in the day. Not our day. Now
you gotta make money off of this shit.
They go for it now.
But it was. But okay, so this is my thing. What the everywhere I am driving in LA right now, man. No, and if you're out there, I'm not lying. It is like tent city everywhere. And my thing is like right across the street, like right next to the Amoeba, there's this apartment complex. It has a big W on it. I don't know what it stands, but it's a big W, right? Something, whatever.
Weston, I think.
Weston, probably. Okay. Beautiful apartments. But imagine you're paying what, 2-3 G's? Maybe more?
More, I think.
Okay. Let's say 5 G's.
On Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, 5 G's. You can't even like get to your car without like having to dodge and dig. Like we legit had a guy screaming at us, talking about he knows where all the bombs are at. I got all the bombs. And like because we walked from Amoeba to put all the pops in the car.
Where are they?
Well, he knows. I don't know, fool, but they send them to him every month. Was what he told us. Every month they send me the bombs. And I was like, damn it. So I told Anthony, I go, hey, put the kids in between us, and let's just go. So we walked, whatever. He was just right here, bro. And I was just like, but he wasn't yelling. He was yelling at everybody. But then my wife calls me and she's like, hey, cross the street, get on the side of the Funko because this dude started chasing people. So like he's running after dudes and I guess some guy was in the Funko in front of the Funko. He's like, watch your back. And that the guy turned around and he started having to run because this dude's chasing him, right? So we're walking and I looked at Anthony. I go, hey, put the kids in between us again. I go, bro, you know what's going to happen? He's like, what? He goes, I go, as soon as we get in close to the Funko, he's going to cross the street. So sure enough, dude, he starts crossing the street. And I'm just like, dude, this might get out of hand. Like, this is crazy, right? Because he's making a beeline towards us.
I think if a dude's chasing me, like, look, I'm not the most athletic person, but if we play football, I can tackle you real nasty.
This is my thing. With the kids being next to me, I'm like, I'm going to have to put hands on, like, I'm going to have to tell Anthony, we're going to have to put hands on this guy.
Yeah.
Like, not because we're badasses, but like, I can't run.
You
like,
need to stop.
Later, kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Keep up.
Hey, you just grab them and
You
go.
decide which one
Then
there.
you get caught though.
Yeah.
Because I got 2 damn kids on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. So, and I'm literally, this is all, because if you're ever in these situations, you got to, like, which way can I go? Which way, what do I do here? Do we just pop into the pop store and make it easy on ourselves? Like, I'm thinking all that shit.
Am I going to punch him or am I going to kick him?
Yeah.
Or
Am I going to start doing capoeira? Like, what am I going to do? Hey, push play. Like, what's going to happen, right? But this guy parks like a souped up ass Mustang. We're talking about a Cobra or something. Parks right in front of the pop store, right? And this guy, like, he kind of stops and he's like, fuck your car. And he says something about the car. The dude gets out of the car. 6'4", see, bigger than Anthony. Anthony's like 6'2", big old dude, solid guy. He turns like, what the fuck did you say about my car? And the guy's like, and then he just walks off. And I'm like, I told Anthony, that motherfucker wasn't that crazy. Because real crazy, wouldn't have gave a fuck about that guy being 6'4" solid. As soon as that man was like, what? He just, he was a ghost and he was gone. I obviously did not have that effect on him, but this man had that effect on him, bro. And I was just like, oh, that fool wasn't real crazy.
It's because you didn't have a car to pick up for him.
I was just like, I don't.
So you think they're just playing? They're just playing games or what?
I think, no, look, obviously there's something going on with this guy. But what I'm trying to say is I've been around real crazy. They don't see 6'4", 6'5". They're out there.
They're fucking,
they're gone.
Yeah, they're seeing they're not seeing.
Yeah,
they're gonna do
this
that.
guy obviously was aware enough to know me going at this guy's car is not a good idea because I'm not. That man stopped and started walking towards him. He was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna walk towards you," and then that guy just our man that was the bombs over. That he was gone. He was done. And I'm just like, oh, you're aware enough to know. But dude, there was like 3 other guys that were yelling at people. There was just other people. And I'm just like, man, that would suck. That would suck if I freaking like, that's like, you can't have kids. Like, how do you even like deal with that every day, all day? I don't know, that is tough. And look, man, everybody has a situation. I'm sure everything's going on or whatever, but like let's say you work your ass off, you move into this place and then you gotta like, that's something you gotta deal with. And again, it's not just there. It's like everywhere in LA right now, man. It's fucking wild. And it's worse than I think it's been. It used to be Skid Row. It used to be downtown. It used to be, now I feel like it's everywhere that I'm at, I'm seeing this. But then I go to San Diego and I know they have homeless people there, but you don't really see it.
You have to go.
What's the difference?
You have to go past the oh my god, where the convention center's at. What is that called? The gas lamp. You have to go past the gas lamp, past Petco Park, because when you go to Comic-Con, they bus you in and you're like, oh, this is where people are at. Yeah.
So again, I think that's what LA used to be. It was that area, but now it's like, it's just interesting to me.
Well,
like, I don't know what's
feel
happening.
Like I drove past MacArthur Park one day and it was all Tent City. It was Tent City and then the church with the guy that says that he's Jesus.
Luz el Mundo.
Whoa. I didn't name names.
I'll say it. There's one here too. I'll say it again. Luz el Mundo.
www.GungFuSuperBros.com.
Ivan hates Luz el Mundo. That's a fact, motherfucker. I'll say it again. But that one's clean or that's dirty too?
No. It was Tent City and then that church. Dude,
That's wild, dude. Echo Park. They had to literally fence up Echo Park so they couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I noticed the fence around it. It's all the way around.
All the way around, bro. Yeah. It's wild, man. Look, again.
It's a weird situation because the politicians go into these areas and they're like, hey, we're gonna do that. And then they start chasing them down. And be like, no, you're not. I got the bombs. And you're like, what? But then whenever there's any major sort of award show or something happen in Los Angeles, they are literally block by block pushing them back.
Yeah. And it's funny, the joke that I was telling you earlier that my wife and I are like, let's go where it's safe. Exposition Park. We don't have to deal with that over there. It's like, was never said before in my life. But yeah, we went over to the game and it was cool. It was like, there was nobody bothering us, man. Like 85 carts of sold elote and esquite, but we were down. I wanted some elote and esquite anyway. So I was like, let's do it, man. So it was a really, really good time. But hey, Stevens, I sent you a list of that. We're going to pull some movies that are going to piss off Enrique. What list did I send you? And it's only 10. So we can talk about these 10. So
Only
with
10. So Screen Rant wrote an article in 2020, so it's recent also, of the 10 old martial arts movies so bad they're great.
Why are we going through this list?
Okay, wait up.
I'll tell
What's
you
number
why.
10? What's number 10?
Number 10, Crippled Avengers.
So these are bad movies.
So
that
bad
are
they're great. If we kind of prepped you for Crippled Avengers,
but that was kind of dope.
But, it's amazing. It's in our top 10, right? But think about what it is. Like the title itself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think it's amazing. Plus, it's my favorite crew anyways. All right, number 9. What do we got?
Number 9 is Shogun Assassin.
Which we're going to try to see how we can still watch that. Number 8.
Number 8 is Three Ninjas.
Ooh, you ain't ready for that Three Ninjas, bro?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Number 7, Street Fighter.
Oh, I think we agreed
just
that
Street Fighter.
Yeah, I think we agreed we're gonna have to watch that. Yep. Now I'm gonna fucking cry. Wait. But before we move on, Barca, can you do your American Gao impersonation?
He's like, I am American Colonel Gao. Let's go kick some ass.
He's not even lying. That's exactly what he's
Colonel Gao, where are you from? Wisconsin. I don't think you are. You lying.
But okay, would you think that's a good movie though?
I don't think it's. You know what? You know who makes that movie? It's Van Damme and Raul Julia. Raul Julia's last movie. The man is dying from cancer. And
I'm not laughing because he's dying from cancer.
And the kids are like,
it's his last.
And he's like, yeah. And he's like, geez, should I pretend in my mind he's Gomez. He's like, should I make this movie, kids? And he's like, yeah, Dad is Street Fighter. All right.
Is he the one that plays the bad guy?
Bison.
He's M. Bison.
Yeah. All right, continue. What do we got?
I'm just looking at this picture here for Street Fighter also.
It's all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like Chun-Li's jumping up.
First of all, you mean Ming-Na Wen as
Ken and Ryu.
Well, that's at the end. So that picture's the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
they're
said.
doing all the moves.
Oh,
yes.
Is over here.
Yeah. Ah, dude.
That's some good stuff right there.
Yep.
Insert picture here.
Yep. All right, what else we got?
And then at number 6 is The One.
Jet Li.
Yeah.
Jet Li.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's more of a science fiction movie.
Yeah, that's what you keep talking about. We got to watch that. That should be good.
And number 5 is Blade.
Dope movie.
Number 4 is Double Dragon.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, next week's movie.
Number 3 is Shaolin Soccer.
Which I think is dope.
But I don't think that's a bad movie.
Again,
It's probably like because it's the spoof type of movie.
Yeah,
because it's
soccer karate, right? Like,
yeah.
On that movie,
sorry.
I would. Okay, well, read it off, and I'll tell you which one is missing from that.
And then number 2 is Surf Ninjas.
Dude, I've forgotten about Surf Ninjas.
Surf
bro.
Ninjas.
That's horrible.
Rob Schneider's in it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and number
Rob
one.
Schneider.
And who else?
Our boy who's Kino from Turtles. Ernie Reyes Jr.
Ooh, never mind. I'm back in Surf Ninjas.
Is he the one kissing the girl right here? In
Dude,
this
that is
picture?
like a very. It's a kiss too.
Again,
like,
insert picture here.
All up in the mouth, bro. Like their tongue got shared on that one, bro. Like tacos de lengua, bro, for sure. Mm-hmm. What else we got?
It is a weird kiss.
It is.
And then at number 1 is Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
That's the one I have the most problem with that list.
That movie's good.
That's but I think Crippled Avengers is better than that. But what I'm saying is, why is that even labeled as a bad movie though? It's a buddy cop movie.
And then it's a very mainstream.
Yeah. All the other ones seem like these weird like side things, right? Like even Blade was weird for its time. It's like, wait, he's a vampire and he doesn't. So that was weird. Why is that one?
This is kind of.
But again, maybe for same reason as some of these other ones, where it's not that the movie itself necessarily is bad, but the topic or what they're making fun of. So maybe just like we were talking about at lunch, like, do you understand the words that are coming out? Because like that understanding of the culture clash, right? Like
was that
maybe
the first
it's
time
that kind
buddy
of thing.
cop kind of got put together? Maybe what I mean by like the fact that Jackie Chan, and the fact that it's like maybe it had never been.
It's certainly not.
You mean Jim Belushi, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Radio.
I was thinking another 48 hours.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of buddy cop movies, but maybe not I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, like Asian and somebody else, at least in America.
Showdown in Little Tokyo.
I don't know.
That one's the one to me that just like, not that it's a good or a bad movie. I think the movie's awesome. It's fun. I watch those.
I think on that,
why is that there? Which
I would have put Kung Pao.
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao would have been, that's a good one.
Because that is a dumb movie.
Dumbass movie. Yeah. But it's
But
fun.
is that one a good dumb
just
movie?
dumb? It's not dumb good.
Yeah. Doesn't he do like nunchucks with squirrels? What the fuck does he do nunchucks with?
It's Squirrel Chucks, man.
Is it Squirrel Chucks?
Squirrel Chucks.
Squirrel Chucks.
Yeah, that movie's fucking dumb.
Yeah, Betty.
It's like, to me, it's a bad version of our number 10 movie.
Okay. I see that.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's why the Shaolin Soccer is kind of weird too, because that's what he does though.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe it's the soccer part of it. And then Homegirl with the braid. She's ugly. It is kind of funny when you think about it.
The
though.
tears make it good.
Yeah.
Or bad. What was I forget?
Good, I think, right? Yeah. All right, we're going into that list, motherfucker. Get ready.
Did you hear the rumor about Fast and Furious 10?
It's not a rumor. It sucks.
That they lost their director?
Yeah.
Because someone's a diva. I don't want to name names, but he's bald, showed up fat to the set, and didn't know his lines.
I'm in this movie.
Really? I did not hear the last parts of those
I don't
things.
care about that, but about Brie Larson?
Yeah,
You talked about that already.
God damn it.
No, but
what?
who she's gonna be?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
hold on,
Who's she
let me
gonna
guess,
be?
let me guess.
Is she the other Shaw?
She's gonna play Paul Walker. Which would be kind of badass if she did. She's gonna be a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, didn't know that, but I knew that.
Yeah.
Similar to everything in the movie we're gonna watch after this break. That was a trailer to Only the Strong. Remember, this week's episode is brought to you by Capoeira. Is it martial arts? Is it dance? Or is it both, Chico? Hey, a barker.
Oh, shoot. You know what I didn't do? Pull up a thing.
You can probably make it up, dog.
How much of that song can we play?
Okay. So, before we go on
Without
this movie.
getting
we go on this
taken
movie.
off
Oh,
the
wait.
air.
I think, what do we got? We got 8
Can you
seconds,
play
right?
3 seconds? What
All right,
can
you
play?
mean this song?
What's the limit? 10 seconds?
I know, 15
I don't know.
seconds.
It's
right?
gonna be another. Well, on video,
okay.
we can't.
All right, here we go. You mean this song? Yeah, makes me want to kick somebody in the face. Okay, that's enough of that. I missed it on the first one, guys. We're gonna get flagged. We're fucked. Okay, I truly had a question about capoeira
Yes.
as a just form of fighting.
Dang, this back of the box is huge.
There's so much to this movie. Okay, well, do we go to capoeira or do we go to the back of the box?
It doesn't matter to me.
All right. Hey, yo, a barker. Hit him with the back of the box.
Hey guys, ex Special Forces. First of all, he's a Green Beret. So I guess yes, but he should be ex Green Beret. Louis
did he get
Stevens
fired?
returns to Miami to find his former high school overrun by drugs and violence. First of all, It seems like in 4 years this happened.
Where's the security to this fucking school?
A master of the Brazilian martial art capoeira, Stevens pledges to straighten out a dozen of the school's worst students by teaching them this demanding and high disciplined fighting style.
They're so bad they've been in school for at least 10 years.
Slowly, his program begins to work, giving the students new hope and purpose. But a local drug lord himself, a martial arts expert, vows to stop Stevens' positive influence. And now Stevens must fight to save his own life as well as the lives of his rebellious students.
What? Wait a minute. Is this a movie, a real life telling of super producer Stevens at work and the positive influence she's having on these kids and how they're trying to stop it?
Fuck
Damn.
yeah.
What did you do at the old school you worked at, Steven? Everybody you got to our school.
Capoeira.
Okay, before we get into this movie.
Hold on, this movie starts Marc Dacascos as Lewis Stevens, Stacey Travis is Diana,
He also talked
Jeffrey
about it so
Lewis, character actor Jeffrey Lewis is Mr. Kerrigan, Paco Christian Prieto es Silverio,
Hey, Chico.
Todd Sussman as Cochran, and Jeffrey Anderson Gunter as Philippe, the Jamaican gang leader, and then a whole bunch of other weirdo kids.
Whoo, this movie is fucking awesome. Please understand that I'm going to shit on this movie for the rest of this episode, but I enjoyed every single second of it. I will put that up in the front. But here's my question about Capoeira. Is this a fighting style? Like, what I mean by that is like, you will see bits of karate in UFC now. You will see a Taekwondo guy come in and use some bit of Taekwondo. Obviously wrestling, obviously jiu-jitsu. That's always been a thing. Boxing, all these other things, right? There's Sambo with some of the Russian fighters and stuff like that. All these different styles. I have never seen anybody start with the, what is it called? The Jenga. I've never seen anybody start with the Jenga. I have seen some of the weird, maybe like handstand kick every once in a while. That shit never lands.
You've mentioned Capoeira before, right?
Yeah. I know about it because
in Lady Blood Fight.
Right.
Capoeira got cut.
It looks cool, but my thing is, it really like,
maybe that's why it got cut.
is it like karate or kung fu, or is it more like Billy Blanks and cardio kickboxing?
How dare you?
No,
That's
okay.
my question.
Like Taibo.
Yeah. Like, what is it more like, really?
Well, as we were reading earlier, it is a Brazilian martial art that combines elements of dance, acrobatics, and music. And so it has a strong cultural to the enslaved Africans in Brazil.
Nice.
And they would use it to train to
Orozco.
fight, but they would incorporate the dance so that when other people saw them, they looked like they were dancing, but they were training to fight.
Cool. Does anybody use it right now for a form?
In Lady Blood Fight?
Does anybody use
Obviously,
it?
that was not that long ago, and that lady used
She
it.
didn't even fight one time in that movie. But
It got cut. It's on the cutting room floor somewhere. We didn't see it.
I wonder.
They couldn't afford
you
the
know
music
what I'm
rights.
saying? Like, I just wonder, like, the music rights. I just wonder, like,
So there's a Smithsonian article that says
Now you look like an asshole.
Now I look like an uncultured asshole to be that.
Well, it says that it's kind of evolved from a martial art to now more of a cultural dance.
Cool.
And so I think probably now more, it's probably like it's a dance that has a little bit of, we used to do
Too many
this,
guys
but
used to get
now
their
it's a
asses
dance.
beat, and then
Well, let's be real. You're doing that.
If you're moving around that much, like on your hands and stuff, someone's gonna just knock you
okay,
over.
we're talking about Brazil, right? So you're talking about the Gracies come over and say like, "Oh, you guys want to fight?" And then that's it. And they're like, "Oh shit!" Like But the cultural part of it, super awesome or whatever.
You telling me Rogerio Nogueira would never fight in this style?
Never. The prettiest man in MMA.
It has a cool history, it seems.
I
just don't know how practical it is nowadays.
Yes, I would love the Only the Strong documentary on how this movie got made. Like, was it like how much coke was in the room? Did somebody go to Brazil for like Carnaval and they did this? And he's like, I'm gonna bring it back. Like, I'm just wondering like where.
It was one white guy and he's watching TV high as a kite. So they're dancing, right? They're dancing and we're gonna do the thing. What?
just white, bro. He looks like fucking Scarface. I always go back to saying, hey, Gina. He's like,
in my mind, it was the executives from RoboCop.
Oh yeah.
and then some guy's like, bitches leave. I got an idea for this movie. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just, I'm interested.
Greenlit.
Like they did, like even the Lambada had 2 movies. This one only got 1 movie. Like nobody said like fucking I'll make there's not a part 2 to this, is there?
I've not seen
I haven't
anything
seen that.
about
I was
that.
gonna say
Only the stronger.
I wanted to bring up because
Can we buy the rights?
we can make this movie.
In the 4th episode of the first season of Bob's Burgers, Tina takes a capoeira class. The sexy dance fighting is what they call it.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Look again, and look, if you're out there practicing
So
it
it's
as a cultural thing, badass. I'm not hating on that part of it. I just wonder, like, if this was ever like people out there beating the shit out of each other with this. Because in this movie, the motherfucker's a badass. Like he gets down.
He really is.
He really is. And he did some of the moves where he would do that like a windmill, almost a breakdancing into a kick.
Yeah.
But I feel like I told Stevens, I know what the number 1 defense against fucking this movie is, against these moves are. You stick your leg out and you trip them. And it's fucking a wrap, bro. Like that's it. Like it's not that hard to defend this shit. Or you just like unplug their stereo and they're fucked. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I lost the rhythm. I can get it back.
Yeah, exactly. You just clap off beat. While they're clapping on beat, you just clap off beat. They're fucked, bro. Like it's a wrap, So
I don't see anything about an official sequel, but there's some fan stuff on here that I'm certainly going to check out when we're done doing a thing.
One of those fans is going to beat the shit out of me in the streets one of these days.
So one of the things I'm going to watch is called.
Are you Ivan Orozco from?
No. They gotta talk like my guy. Hey, Jew, man.
Oh.
You think capoeira is a joke, Chico?
So only the strong 2.
Put your Funkos
Santos
down.
Revenge.
Santo's Revenge?
Santos Revenge.
Santo's Revenge.
Which one was Santo, the bad guy?
How long is this video on YouTube?
It's 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's all we need. That's how long this
Well, first of all,
been.
Santo was what they called Marc Dacascos to try to make fun of him. So they can't even get that right. Jesus Christ, people.
Look at him. You teaching on baby stuff?
Hey,
I know.
Maestro.
Maestre.
You go learn the basics.
He's like, Maestre, put those Funkos down, Chico. You're about to get your ass kicked.
And then
I hear that, I'm like, oh shit.
Cortana.
And I'm just going to get windmilled to the fucking face, bro. Yeah. Like,
all right, respect.
I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I get it. All right, dog. It's a real fighting style.
Look, supposedly at some point the yo-yo was a weapon.
Yes.
So I want to go back in time and see that.
You're right. Yeah. It's just, I guess that's what I'm wondering, right? Like, because this shit, it was a lot of work just to get into a fight with this bitch. Like, hey, let's go. Hey, wait, hold on. Shit, we got the CD, dog? You got the fucking, bro, hold on. Let me download the song real quick. Hold on.
Just clap, bro.
Everybody grab a
Just
drum. And like, it's just like, it takes a lot of work to fight. Like, like.
You gotta have a crowd.
You gotta have what is that instrument?
I don't know. It looked like one of those little Chinese
it did.
Chinese violins.
Yeah.
All I know is that 4 men died for that in this movie, man. So okay, all right. Here we go. We got Capoeira. Oh, what else
just
we got?
real quick, there is a video from 2020 that we'll have to check out also, but it's Capoeira versus Karate.
Oh, guys, it's linked up here if you're watching the video.
Dude, we gotta get Manny on this, bro.
It says unbelievable fight. So I'll watch and be the judge.
Man, ain't no real fight,
and
bro.
then under the people also ask, is Capoeira a good fighting style? Capoeira is great for MMA because it builds fighters' strategy, physical capabilities, and game plan. There were many Capoeira fighters in the MMA world, and even some of the best fighters in UFC were training Capoeira in some part of their life.
Okay.
So maybe they use it to be light on their feet. Maybe it's like those boxing techniques.
Yes.
I give her a fucking
recognize.
Look, I've been there since day
Orozco.
one with UFC. Basically, I was in the fucking back when we were creating it. I was there. And I will tell you that I know for a fucking fact that, there's no way that Khabib ever fucking trained for Capoeira. It's like,
how dare you? Ken Shamrock was Capoeira.
But that's not what they're saying, right?
They're saying they trained it, right?
Yeah.
Like football players play.
They're not saying everybody goes through that to get to a point.
They're saying they took a class at the Y one time.
No, they're saying certain people probably did have a little bit of it where
Maybe the people from Brazil.
Maybe,
Yeah.
okay, maybe. Okay.
It was like when we were kids and they taught us square dancing.
I think it's
They took it in PE class
I
at
think
school?
it's so they can be light on their feet, right? You take it to interpret in your way and your purpose, right? But it's another
Like I
way
said,
to
you
move.
have seen some of the handstand to a kick. You see maybe an axe kick. You see stuff like that every once in a
and
while.
that's aspects of it, right?
Yeah.
They're not gonna
Right?
do. They're not
How
gonna
dare you?
do the full.
Here's these videos right
They're not
here.
gonna come out with a. They're not
his
gonna come
point.
out with a
Hey.
with a crew like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But maybe they need people on the side clapping.
Bruce Buffer's like, hey, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to announce this goddamn fight. Like, goddamn.
Time
When is
for
this
the
song
main
over?
event. Hey, can I get you to stop? It's not time for the claps.
Yes, of course. Yes. But I think there's like probably 35 other styles that you probably learned before capoeira.
Or maybe this is first, and then you learn all
It
of
was
it.
one day, and they're like, you know what? We should probably learn jujitsu.
Wrestling. You know? Like all these.
But it may be in
Krav
Brazil.
Maga.
It may be part of the culture where it's just like.
Do I feel that in Anderson Silva? Do I feel that any fighter from Brazil probably at some point took it? Hell yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Of
sure.
course I took it. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I danced a little bit, okay? Look at this. I'm light on my toes.
I'm sure, for sure. Like anybody that's probably Russian took sambo at some point in time, right? Like that's there. Yes, 110%.
Yeah, and vodka.
Yeah, 110%. I agree with you on that for sure. Yeah, some aspect of it, right? Or they do it to for the cultural part of it, the dancing,
Right,
the whatever.
right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's folklorico.
Well, we talked about like seriously, that's probably
I
what it is, right?
think it's a Zumba type thing now, because like all the other is capoeira still performed, right?
Yeah.
And they're like all over the world, not
You
only
mean
in parks and studios.
All the
but
doñas in my neighborhood are doing capoeira right now at the park.
maybe.
Maybe.
And
But
the guy has one button and it's in the middle and he's like, hey, ladies, yes, yes.
Maybe.
And, he's fucking at least 3/4 of those ladies,
At
bro.
least.
At least.
But it's also, it says like universities and professional institutions. So I think it's like one of those classes.
Every time my wife
that
tells me she's
everybody's
gonna
in.
go take a Zumba class, I get really nervous, bro.
Yeah.
Wait,
And I'm going to be honest.
my wife is there right now.
Exactly, bro.
Emotional damage.
I ain't worried about trips with the girls. I ain't worried about going out and to clubs. It's like, you're taking a what?
I bought the
A fucking
DVDs.
Zumba class?
I bought the DVDs. You ain't going nowhere. Do this shit right here in the
I
house.
don't want that one motherfucker talk about, yeah, like, ladies, yes. Mhm.
How much for the whole
Fuck you,
set?
dog.
I'll buy you the whole set. It's all good. You ain't going
Go take
nowhere.
those joggers off. You wear frumpy sweats. Take those joggers off.
I know how this shit works. And it's funny, I wanted to be a Zumba instructor and she said no. It all makes sense now. So it all makes sense now. But I did it for the love of
Yeah.
Zumba, not for any other reason.
Of course you did. Of course.
So okay. So we've shitted on this long enough. But no, the point I was going to make, here's a good example. Vasily Lomachenko, which was one of the pound for pound boxers for a while. He's making his way back after his loss. His dad made him stop boxing for like 2 to 3 years so he can learn I think in a Ukrainian national dance, I think that's right. And he trained in that dance for like 2 or 3 years to learn footwork. And then he started training in boxing again.
But I heard it was that dance that Fonzie does.
He's like, hey. But no, yeah. I mean, so
Fonzie's
Yeah.
a reference you have to look up, kids.
yeah.
Google it.
But seriously, that makes sense, right? So if you learn these capoeira steps, your footwork's probably fucking amazing, right? Your
Yeah.
stamina's fucking amazing. Your cardio's fucking amazing. So I get that.
I
I mean,
I
this
think
guy
it's more that.
This guy was so ripped and.
Okay, we'll get
pie.
there. We'll get there, Stevens, because she's
Well,
got.
where is he on your list?
But where? Okay, are we going to that already? We haven't even talked about this. It's been 30
Okay, can I tell you what I think about this movie?
I know. We haven't even got there.
Jesus.
What do you think about this movie?
All that said, I fucking fucks with this movie, bro.
No, I don't want you to do that to this movie.
You like the movie?
I like the movie.
It's enjoyable.
If I'd seen this when I was a
Okay,
kid,
why
hold
are you
on.
such shock? Because
Hold
you like
on.
this movie. Because you
No.
thought you were going to hate it, huh?
Yes, I did. I thought I was so not looking forward to this.
Okay.
The crappiest quality that we had to watch, even that didn't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
My eyes hurt. Did your eyes hurt after that?
Not at all. My soul did, though.
But
My soul.
I like this movie. And if I would have seen this as a kid, I would have a poster of this movie
I was
in
gonna
my,
ask
in my
you, you
garage.
never
right now.
watched it?
No.
Okay.
I would have a poster of Marc Dacascos on.
I would have a poster of this movie. You know how you've been to my garage?
Yeah. That would have been one of them.
Teen Wolf, Wizard, whatever else. This would be on my wall right now.
Damn. Does this have a check? Okay. I'm even fucking afraid to ask about this.
Because it checks so many boxes for me. And I thought overall
this is
movie,
like Viagra for me.
I thought overall the movie, yeah.
It's my little pill.
Frigalicious, the fucking Godfather, and then only the strong.
The subject matter is pretty unique considering
What?
the capoeira.
Capoeira. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is every movie made in the late 80s, early 90s.
No,
Yes.
the capoeira part of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen a movie.
There was never one
Right.
made after this, bro.
It hooked me from.
So that's what I
Frame
liked
one.
about it. It was like something
Wait,
new.
Enrique, are
Yeah.
you taking capoeira now?
I mean,
Guys.
Get for the camera. Let's go.
you didn't hear me bumping the music when I pulled it.
Okay.
I thought overall it was pretty well acted.
Okay. All right.
I thought the guy was good.
There's 6 actors in this fucking movie. All right. Let's be real.
Okay.
There's all dudes in this movie.
Yeah. It's a cockfest of a movie.
But they didn't whitewash it. I always appreciate when all the kids were different. They were all different.
Yeah, there was the grungy white kid. There
was like 6 white dudes.
No.
a black guy. And
There was more than one black guy. There was his
Okay. I'm saying something different. I'll tell you what I mean by that. But go ahead. Okay. It was unique. Okay.
It was diverse.
You don't get it.
It was
Hold on.
pretty
For a
diverse.
90s
Yeah, diverse I
movie.
will tell you it is. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like
You're
the
right.
group of kids, you know.
It was like Benetton, bro.
To me, it was, and I think Stevens and I were talking about this. It's a cookie cutter movie. You just take out something and you put in capoeira. And again, I like this movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but like I think even in my notes, those kids were like stereotypical the bad kids. Like, right?
That's
like,
what- yeah, that's what it
it's
is.
cookie cutter, right?
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like
it
very
is.
cookie cutter.
I've seen this movie, but with math.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's every kid movie
And
in the
with
80s
English.
Right.
and 90s.
And
We've
with-
seen it before. We'll see it
Soccer.
again.
Yeah.
With
That's
baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's that movie. But there's a reason why they make it with baseball, math, soccer, baseball, because it works.
BMX
So I get
bikes.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. So that's what I mean by cookie cutter. So I guess I'm not saying it's not diverse. I'm saying it's a cookie cutter movie, but it's a recipe that works.
It pulls
guess
it
that-
off. It pulls it off.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to give me I mean, it is what it is. Like you said, it's the storyline. I mean, we've seen it before. We'll see it again.
When we buy the rights to this and remake it, hell yeah.
Fuck it. Part 2.
Marc Dacascos.
Dude,
in.
it like it.
Only the stronger.
And the main guy was like he was good.
Yeah.
He played the role, which I don't know if it whatever. Maybe that's just him. Maybe that's what he just
He
did
acts
with-
like that in every movie or whatever. We
Right.
don't know,
He's
right?
badass.
Maybe
Well,
that's his
we'll find out next
capabilities. But this guy, he played the shy guy that can kick your ass really well.
Yeah, he looked terrified most of this movie.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with him there. Yeah.
And he got his ass beat. You
Yeah.
know.
We have no idea why he got better the second time, but whatever.
Right.
Right.
The Jackie Chan thing. He gets his ass kicked and he comes
Okay,
back.
so let me tell you that bothered me. Stevens didn't agree with me on this. I didn't like that the bad guy also knew capoeira.
Because they don't lead up to it.
Well, they have the basketball court fight.
But
I didn't like
but
that the Green
was-
Beret got his ass kicked.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
I didn't like that he lost the first time, but it did not bother me that they were fighting in the same style.
because that's
because
just part of the
I
Miami.
think because it was like, oh, you think you're the badass? I am the badass.
Well, guess what? I
It's
also
like, hey,
started.
Chico,
I'm-
you
I'm
think
s-
you the best capoeira?
Yeah, you got to do it right.
That's baby stuff.
Yeah.
I'll show you a
Bad
garlish capoeira or some shit like that. I can't remember what he said. But like, it would have been cool if he was just a martial artist or just a street fighter
I
and he
get
used
you, but-
capoeira to beat his ass.
But he
I don't know.
has to show the kids like, hey, I'm still running the show
I'm
here.
teaching you
I
the
am
right
the
way to
best
do it.
one. And the teacher's like, look, like I'm teaching you how to be the brothers that you are and
You
to
know what
get
it is?
out of that crap.
My
Like,
favorite Kung Fu movies is when they use Kung Fu to beat another style or Ip Man
Yeah,
or stuff like
yeah.
that. So I guess maybe that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And it's just very convenient that again, whatever, it's funny, but it's like the main bad guy in the city also knows capoeira.
But I think there's a reason why this is in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we get a lot of a lot of that population in Miami.
It's just Miami. I think of like Cubans and I think of like.
Well, yeah, but that's down there.
But
I don't know,
Brazil,
where's the hub of Brazilians in the United States?
But Brazil does come. It's closer to Brazil, or Brazil is closer to.
If they're gonna come
Florida
somewhere in
on
the
that
United
side,
States,
it
they're
would be
going
there. Yeah.
Huh, okay. I guess I just was like, I would have been cool if,
If
was
they
like
were in
some other
Wisconsin, and
thing. And it was a two dudes on New Capoeira.
yeah, and the bad guy happens to know capoeira like he does, like then
That might be more.
I love it.
they're in
I love it.
Idaho, like like what the fuck?
Yeah. All right. Then they fight in like a potato factory is what I'm imagining in Idaho or whatever. All right, here we go. So we start in a village with our man, Santo. His name is not Santo, but they call him Santo. His name's Louis.
Okay. Here's my beef with these movies. They don't tell you the character's name until like 20 minutes into the movie.
Bro, I can't write notes without knowing his fucking name.
Dude, the guy. Muscle shirt.
You gotta remember their podcast didn't exist when these movies were made.
they weren't thinking of us.
But you know what did? Storytelling.
Magazines.
Very loosely.
No,
Very
the storytelling
loosely.
existed, and they're like, Louis, we got to get out of here. Okay, cool. That's it.
That's all I needed. You're right. That does happen a lot in these movies. The army guy. Look, I put army guy because I didn't know his name at the time.
A young man.
Louis sees a capoeira circle start. He joins in. He obviously knows capoeira himself. There's a lot of flipping. It looks fucking badass. Like it just looks cool or whatever, you know. It's badass. My big question at this point: do we have a big army presence in Brazil? That I don't know about.
That was not my concern. My concern is that is that Louis has this wistful glance to his friend. He's like, I have to go.
Why does he have to go?
Because
they came by and said, you gotta get out of here.
Motherfucker. Whoa, America, bitch.
America saved the conflict, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're done showing these savages how to protect themselves. Get the fuck out of here. Whoa. Like, I don't fucking understand the word he said. I don't even know what the fuck he said. Like, but okay. Yeah, our big army presence in Brazil leaves. And then
it was just him.
We're about 1,000 people there.
it was just one person.
It was just him. Nobody else was there.
We've got about 1,000 people there.
That's how badass he was.
We only have 1,000 people in Brazil.
Yeah, we've got about
what
1,000.
the flying fuck?
1,000 army. So let me clarify. Because I didn't like all
nothing.
military.
Nowadays?
Yeah.
This was 93. 93
It was just him.
one.
It was just him. All right. He's just walking around the streets of Brazil like, America.
Well, he's all friends with them, right? He's dancing up the storm.
And as he leaves, they give him, what is the name of this instrument, Stevens? I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't even, I don't remember either.
And they give it to him, and he's like, he gives him, what kind of look does he give him, Parker?
It's a wistful glance, dude.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's interesting.
like they lock eyes. They're like, hey. Oh, we doing this?
They were buddies.
It's called.
Yeah, they were buddies. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they 69 each other.
They both cartwheel at the same time. All right, good.
They can't
That
cartwheel at
one-
the same time. Oh.
Well, yeah, but it's like this. Like, I guess you're right.
That
There's
one
angles
is
being
called
held.
a
What?
berimbau.
A berimbau, yes, it is called a
Berimbau.
berimbau. They do say that in the movie. Okay, I don't know that was the instrument. I thought they were talking about somebody. I couldn't tell because they didn't have any subtitles in the YouTube. I couldn't tell what was Brazilian slang. I couldn't tell what was.
Yeah.
I was like, are they cussing? I have no idea. Like it was kind of tough, you know, in those scenes. But
Everything was tough. Like the
visually and all that. Yeah.
and-
So this man shows up to this school, and this school has a lot of graffiti in the front of it.
This is the problem. They go too hard. Like
Yes,
they go
thank
too
you.
hard with these schools.
No schools like that.
No.
Like
And there's like not one security guy that can meet you at the door and be like, hey man, I need you to check in real quick. He just fucking walks in. Bro, and I'm just like, no, my man. It's like
but not only that, it's like it looks like a abandoned building.
it looks like a war zone.
It probably wasn't about the building. That's true.
No, I mean
But yeah,
but
I mean,
it only looked really shitty in the entrance. Wasn't the rest of it halfway decent? Or am I wrong?
only the teacher's room looked decent.
Everything
Did
else
you
was
notice that?
shit.
Well, because
Where they had the
the
meeting?
kids were destroying everything else.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
And then at the graduation, there's like 50 kids.
Dude, it's a high school from Nuke.
Let's
Like,
not-
class of
I
Nuke
got
High
notes.
or
I got
whatever.
notes about this graduation. Let's not even go there. So okay, so he shows up. You know, he wanted my.
Well, I
where's
guess
security?
it's because only 23% graduate or whatever that
Yeah,
ridiculous
like
number was.
12%, like right.
Yeah.
And then he goes and sees his old teacher. His old teacher is trying to teach. The kids don't give two fucks. I mean,
Well, that part was real.
I
part
wanted to
is
ask you guys that. Do you think that was overdone, or is that a reality?
So you too. We both had to actually teach the worst of the worst. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but let's be real. They gave us a class. You had a class. I had a class with kids that they were like, nobody else wants these kids.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
So much fun.
We read novels in there, and we read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey, and then we watched the movie, and the kids were like, Mister, because they are the kids from this movie. Like, Mister, I don't like this character, man. That's not how he is in the book. And you're like, Jack Nicholson? I'm like, no, Jack Nicholson's going to be Jack Nicholson.
Now, that being said, okay, I will tell you, is there one kid in the class like that? Is there maybe 2 kids and maybe 5? Okay. Yes, but not 30 kids all doing that, dude. There's never that many
I'm going to tell you that I was present as a student in a classroom
like this
where the teacher...
No one paid attention?
No. There's poker games going on.
But did the teacher even try to teach?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa.
Okay, because I was gonna say maybe it was
sometimes
just
those teachers just don't care.
Yeah.
But also the teacher was a complete pushover. Like no one was gonna listen to that teacher, and
but everybody in the class.
And people coming in and out.
What
of
were
the
you
class.
doing, Enrique, in that class?
I was new to that school at that point. I was probably weeks into the school, into that.
He was, I was a good boy. I was very respectful. To the teacher.
I didn't have any. My point is, I didn't.
An apple.
My point is, I didn't have any friends. Like I didn't know
so
anybody.
You really weren't talking to nobody.
So I was just sitting there, but I was like, "What is going on right now?"
Hold
I've
on.
never witnessed a class.
People coming in late, like 20 minutes in, and with because they went to go get a drink at the local Sonic, and dude, poker.
What state was this school in? I'm just saying, asking questions.
Was it Miami?
Are you in Florida?
Yeah.
Do all your exes maybe live in this state by any chance?
Nope. I brought her with me. I brought her with me. No exes. Okay.
But you mean the best school system in the nation?
Yeah, the best state, bro.
Okay, interesting. So really to that extreme?
Dude, I'll never forget it because
and it was from that high school in Boyle Heights.
En La Puente.
En La Puente, which you could say...
Which we were the bad kids.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Did you ever see that in that high school?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Dude, it was crazy. It was jarring. What
class was that?
It was
was it math, section. English, or was it like an elective or something?
English?
Wow.
English
the
or
Bible.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know because I don't think that we ever taught us.
So you're welcome.
It was history. The Alamo. Am I right?
Can we Google that teacher and find out what happened to them?
Dude, it was nuts. It was crazy.
She was portrayed by Michelle Pfeiffer.
They couldn't get because I've had rough classes too. I don't know, but it's not ever like
what
that.
What about as a student though? Because I had a crazy one as a student.
As a student, come on, I was a nerd. I didn't have classes.
Remember our driver's ed class? You don't remember? I don't know. Oh, because we were in different communities, so I don't think we had driver's ed together, huh? So our driver's ed was like 70 kids deep.
Oh, that was a pack. That was like the entire.
Yes, exactly. So it was like 70 kids deep in driver's ed.
Where they can't teach you driver's ed.
Didn't get. Yeah. So we didn't have a vehicle. It was all just the book part of it.
Okay.
For a whole fucking year.
A whole year?
Yeah.
Not even just a semester?
Nope. A whole year.
Dang.
He didn't give 2 shits.
What are you going to do after like 5
Bloody
weeks?
asphalt every single day. For people that don't know what bloody asphalt was, it was these videos that were sent to schools where they would just show people picking up dead people from the asphalt after car accidents. We would see that every single day.
Every day.
I saw a dude take a bump next to me. Like, yeah, in class. I was just like, oh, damn.
Oh.
And he's like, Orozco, you want something? I was like, nah, man, I had mine in the morning. I'm good for that. I'm up, good down. I'm like, whoa, man, can't you tell? I've been bumping since 6 in the morning. I didn't even sleep this night, motherfucker. I was just fucking quiet. Like, you're looking scared as fuck, bro. Like,
where do you get yours from?
Yeah.
I get mine from.
I get my flow straight in. I get it in the cacao seeds. I'll fucking make that shit at home, fool. I got bitches with no bra on making it. Like,
I took mine at home. I'm good. My next dose isn't ready. It's not due until 4 more hours.
Terrified.
Wow.
That man showed me a gun, fool. Like a gun, dog.
Wow.
I seen it.
So was this at a high school?
Wait, whoa.
Why you
I'm saying.
Why you asking
Driver's
these questions?
ed.
I'm just saying.
You're quick to give up your state.
I know. I ain't telling you nothing, dog.
No, I'm just thinking
He was in
driver's ed
Texas.
because my sister, my daughter just had drivers, but she went to like a
No, I took my driver's ed later.
yeah.
Which I gotta tell you was a weird fucking experience. So I'll talk about that one day. My driver's ed shit
make
back
a
in the
note.
day was make a note because some shit going on there with that married couple. It was fucking weird.
Long story short, listen, we're pretty square when it comes to stuff. We were getting into other shenanigans. We're like, all right, so what if we mix this chemical compound? What's gonna happen?
yeah, dude.
And you're like, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
Miss, we've turned purple.
That's the kind of dumb shit. We were actually making drugs, but not on purpose. But yeah, dude. So that means again, but this was a teacher who didn't give a flying fuck.
All I remember in this class was the teacher actually like talking to nobody.
You know,
Like he was going through the motions.
Hey, sir.
He acknowledged, like he knew nobody was listening to him, but he was just going through the motions. Like
There was one kid like this one.
and
Seriously,
there was a
can
little.
we Google them and find out if what
I
happened?
don't. I don't even know what this teacher's name was. Like I don't know. 'Cause-
One of a sudden, wink if you're watching.
No, I mean I really don't
State
remember.
Senator Ted Cruz. Look again. The one thing I will say, that teacher didn't give a fuck. Any class that I had with a teacher that at least tried was never like the class that they walked into in this movie. There was at least and I talked a lot, but in the end, all was respectful, right? Because if not, I get my ass kicked.
Yeah, because in this movie, because usually you get like there's 2 or 3 of the bad kids. They're in the corner, like whatever, and everybody else is kind of trying to pay attention. In this movie, nobody gave me.
But you're saying you actually lived.
I actually was
it was
in a
just
class.
you taking notes and shit.
If you went to Garfield High, can you call in and tell us was Garfield like what we see in the movies?
Yeah, because this shit was out of hand.
If Crazy Joe was your teacher or your principal,
even Stand and Deliver and Dangerous Minds, there's always the few nerdy kids that are sitting in the front row, right? Ready to be learning because they're somehow in that class with all those kids.
Anita has to work here.
Yeah.
But that again, in those movies, that is the bad class. And
that's what I'm saying. But there's always the few kids who are like wanting to learn and whatever.
A normal history class.
Yeah, that's true. This was the whole school, right? The school
kids.
is like this.
Yeah, because then they send.
That's
all the
what
bad
was
kids.
weird. That's
true.
why I was like, get the fuck. It's not this
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
But fuck, little did we know.
Yeah.
It's happening
It
right
is
now,
that
bro.
bad.
Listen,
Yeah.
we had bad kids because we had too much time on our hands. So and we were like, we could trust these kids. I'm like, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, except for that one. But again, that was no fucks given by the teacher.
Yeah, I was, and I wanted to bring that up because I noticed that, and I'm like, but
you've been in that.
I've been in that.
That's
environment.
crazy
Like,
to
That's
me.
wild. Dude.
That's crazy because I was like,
and I wanted to ask you guys that
No. I can't now. I'm trying to think.
Remember the teacher with the stool?
Oh, I've been spending most of life living
Everything.
Was that happening in L8 before you were in L8?
Whoa.
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about. What you say?
Whoa,
Wait,
you naming names in
What you
schools?
talking? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even
Bruh.
work at a school, man. I'm working at that fucking. I went and took a job at that damn furniture store that I hated so much. So then when they walk in, my favorite line of this movie is when he's like, you know what? I naturally select to walk out of this fucking class. I was like, that kid's kind of smart. Like that kid's a keeper right there. So it's going
And
crazy.
all he wanted to do was
answer your
practice his
question.
rhymes.
Didn't, and I want to know if it was like that because he saw.
No, because again, there was good kids.
That's it.
That's really what it is.
There's always a good
Yeah.
kid somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And in this story that Enrique told, he was a good kid.
I was the good kid, guys.
Yeah,
Not because I was a good kid, just because I was
Listen up,
new.
motherfuckers. I'm new to this place. You know where I'm from? LA, mother trucker. All right? Straight out of Compton. Crazy motherfucker. Dude, Ice Cube.
You went in there, you're like, King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Like, just flipping pigeons and shit. Like in there, like doing whatever.
I told you the story about my history teacher that was
Call me
also
the
my
Night
baseball
Stalker. You're
coach.
like, what?
No, what do you mean? Your teacher was also your baseball coach. What happened there? What?
We used to go in class, and he used to call me because he had a different an office.
This is where we hear the
He
story.
would give me an assignment.
Show me on the sticker.
Show me on the sticker.
He's eyeing my mustache.
He would call me. He would give out the assignment.
Okay.
And so I would start, because I was a good kid, start doing my work. And then he would call me and be like, because we would have a game that day.
And he'd be like, hey, buddy.
He'd be like, hey.
Do you want to pop?
No, he's like, hey, what should what do you think about what should our lineup be today for the game today? And I would help him with the fucking lineup for the game. You wouldn't
do your work.
The whole fucking thing. I don't think I ever turned anything in that class.
Listen, we're the kings of derailing the class. You want us to stop?
If you want to learn shit in chemistry, bro. I was the best chemistry student in my high school because we didn't do shit. And they're like, even the math teacher's like, you got the fucking award. I was like, yeah, I did.
But
bitch.
so that that happens, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, dude, that other
class. You were the assistant coach.
Yeah. That other class was bonkers, bro. It was so fucking nuts.
That would have been cool to see.
I had a class with one of the coaches and would wear the shorty shorts because they play basketball during lunch. And
I saw Huevo like twice.
Oh, bro, all the time. Like, oh, hey, you trimming that back. All right, respect.
Look like just look like a bunch of gum put together.
and would purposely stand like he's Captain Morgan with his leg up.
Always with the leg up, bro. God damn, dude.
I was like, sir?
Almost like he was doing it on purpose on me.
Yeah, but I'm like, hey.
Ivan, sit right there.
Why I always gotta sit in the front? It's some bullshit.
Can I sit in the back? No, sit right there.
No, here's the best one. We had a history techer who would reenact Civil War shit, right?
Oh, my God.
And he was into it. And I think he was always for the South. Beyond the point. No, I think he was the North.
Where was he from?
He was.
I don't remember. I will tell you. I don't think any of my teachers I was really cool with, except for our science teacher. That was probably. No, maybe there's a few of them, but the science teacher was like
your chemistry teacher.
Yeah, dude, she was amazing, bro. She was so fucking cool. And honestly, we did learn shit. I remember vectors. I still remember some shit because of all. She made it fun to learn science or whatever, you know.
And then we'd pose weird, like we would think of questions. We're like, all right, so if there's a fly, in a car with you, because if you're in a car and you're strapped in, you're traveling at the same velocity as a car, but a fly can fly around, so it has to break the laws of physics in order to. And she would be like, "All right, let's do it." We made her drink her kids' pee because she wanted to prove to us that she can like filter. You can distill it, yeah. So that's how cool she was, right? Like it was awesome. But we had a history teacher who was way into the Civil War, and he would always have these props and shit. And he had like a John Brown's broadsword. Well, first of all, that man had a lot of Nazi realia. He did. He really did. Like it wasn't like, oh, I just have this. Like, why is there a 6-foot flag flying in here, sir? Yeah.
Oh, he would fly it in. He would have it
during the World War II.
But he would have it in there. Like
it was always out.
But that said, they did. It was always like,
can we take this down, sir?
Like, we're in the Civil War now, bro. Like, what the fuck? That stays up. But he honestly did make history fun because he always had shit. He always would show us cool stuff. So he brings this huge sword out, bro, and it's John Brown's broadsword, right? And he has it. And it's so big.
It's a 5-foot sword.
He's holding it like his crotch and his stomach are kind of holding it up. And it's pointing out like 5 feet. I'm already giggling. Super phallic. Super phallic. And he's like, look at John Brown's broadsword. And there's a classmate in the front. And she's like, ooh, it's so big. I'm fucking dying in the back, Enrique. Like, like fucking laughing my ass off, right? I would do that now, bro. But I would do that, right?
You would be terrible right now.
So then he's all, do you want to touch it? And she's like, can I?
He was fucking with her, right?
No, I don't think he was. No, he was so into history, bro.
Listen, he didn't fuck around like that.
He really didn't fuck around like that, bro.
Do you want to touch it?
Oh my God, it's so big.
Touch the tip.
Dude, I'm fucking
Don't touch the tip.
Don't touch the tip. She's like stroking the sword and she's like, it's so big. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pass out. I'm losing it, guys.
Did he say anything about the tip?
No, he didn't say anything about the tip, but it was the best fucking class ever, dog. I almost piss myself.
Watch
I'm
the
like,
tip.
Dude,
I'm like, okay, it's going. I'm
that
going
said,
down. I'm going down.
he had found his routine, and so the tests that he gave out were the same tests for like 20 years, dude.
Yeah, my brother gave me the answers.
Yeah.
He graduated.
We're like,
I graduated in '97.
Hey, do you think your sister has stuff?
He was so fucking into it.
Props to your brother too that he still had them.
Yeah. But dude, if I was in a class and the fucking teacher did that even now, I would have had to walk out, bro. I couldn't fucking do it. I'm so unprofessional because kids are funny, bro, and it's just you know, and they're so much fucking fun, dude. But like that shit was out of hand, bro. And again. The kid wasn't trying to be gross. She wasn't even trying to be gross. She was a nerd, and he wasn't trying to be gross. But in the back, we were fucking dying, bro. Like, just dying, dude. Like, like if there was phones back then, dude, oh my God, bro. But straight just fucking tears coming out of my eyes.
Well,
dude.
that's when it makes it better.
It was so good. It was so fucking good. I mean, yeah. But anyways, okay, so we spent 30 minutes on the first fucking minute of this movie.
I was gonna say, you could just call it.
Okay, I'll do it quick.
Cookie cut the story here.
How much battery do you have on that fucking thing?
Honestly, bro, no one cares to hear about the movie.
No,
they want to hear
they
about
want this more.
Okay.
It's true.
All right. Well, hey, something will
We
probably
like the
remind
movie.
me.
We like the movie. You like the movie? It's cool.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
It's number one now.
Oh my God. So I had a kid come and visit me the other day. And did I tell my pull my wiener story out? Have I told this in the pod? Okay. This is me as an adult. And he was my aide, and I had him for like 3 years because this is when I would have like the kids multiple years. Fucking love that. And he's now just a TA in it, and he's eating in the back, right? And they give out these breakfast sausages, and they wrap it in a it's like a corn dog but wrapped in a pancake for breakfast. So it's a sausage.
You had
pancake.
me at sausages,
right? No, it sounds fucking amazing. I never had one, but I couldn't after what happened to this kid. So I'm teaching, I'm doing my thing, right? And the kid's in the back, and he bites into it, and when he pulls back, all the pancake comes out, and now he's just holding the sausage.
Yeah. Oh, if you see that sausage, it is. Yeah.
It's veiny. It's weird. It's a weird sausage, bro. It really is.
It's like purplish.
Yeah, and he's holding it now. So now he has a steak in the sausage, and he's like literally like the fucking pancake's hanging from his mouth, and he goes, "Oh man, I pulled my wiener out." Lost my shit, bro. I didn't even try to hold it in full. I was like, ah! I go, put it in, you pervert, and put it away. Goddamn, dude, the whole class, dude, for the rest of that year, that kid was everybody like, what up, perv? Everybody called him. And he came and visited me like 2-3 years after he graduated, dude. And he's like, you know what's really messed up about that, mister? I was like, well, what's up? He's like, I told my mom that day because I thought she was gonna come to the school and get you in trouble. And she was like, pervert. And she's just like, whatever. She kept calling him pervert for like months after that or whatever. Dude. But he took it in stride. He didn't he wasn't mad about it or whatever. But like, dude, those are those things that, dude, I can't fucking act like another. Like, hell no, bro. I lost my shit, bro. Like, just lost it or whatever. So yeah, man, it's a good fucking time. But this movie. So
they do say stuff all the time that they don't hear themselves say.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so fucking good. But okay, there's no security anywhere in this fucking school. Like, security does not exist in this school.
Have we ever seen bars like that going through the stairway in any other movie?
Oh, they did. Yeah, it was a weird bar.
Well,
yeah,
he talks to it because he's like, they put these in 3 years ago because kids were throwing each other off the third-story building.
Something like that. Yeah, you're right.
Because kids were throwing each other down.
Yeah. I call bullshit. No one is prosecuting murder.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
There's a lot of murder in this movie that doesn't get spoken of that we were like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Yes, that's true.
So then this lawless school that they work at, there is a man whose goatee game is fucking strong. Yeah. He had it going from the sideburn to the middle of his goatee, then it wrapped back down. It was an amazing goatee. I was impressed by the goatee in this movie.
Who was
the drug
this?
dealer.
Oh, gotcha.
It was. I would never wear that, but it was a strong ass goatee.
Oh, the Jamaican dude?
Yes, the Jamaican guy.
I know that guy too.
What's that?
I know that guy.
He's been in a bunch of movies back in those days. He probably has like 1,000 credits to his name or whatever. But yes, he's beating up his little brother. We find out he's beating up his little brother.
You know what movie he's in?
What?
He's in Marked for Death, starring Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal, baby. But like, they beat him up because he did something wrong with the drugs. Long story short, the teacher beats the shit out of all the drug dealers. Again, nobody stops this fight. And my favorite
you
thing,
say teacher, but he's not even a teacher yet.
Thank you very
He's
much.
visiting. He's visiting.
He's never a
his
teacher. He's
never,
because it's
true.
an unsanctioned
That's
program.
True. That's
whatever,
true.
Right?
It's an after school thing that's not school related.
So then he
still needs permission from the school.
I know, it was weird.
He fights, and the teacher's like, "You did something that nobody's been able to do to these kids. They paid attention or some shit." What did he say?
You got their interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then the female character of the movie shows up.
Hold on. Sorry. But you know what was fucked up about that too is the teacher, instead of trying to stop it, it like, he's like, give him, I think at one point he's like, give him space.
Yeah, give him space. Yeah.
I'm like, he needs to do 3 flips, bro. Like, give him some space.
Oh, the 90s.
Yeah. So then the female character of this movie shows up that honestly, look, I've said this before and I will say it again. You might shit on these Kung Fu movies from back in the day, but they respected their female characters. And we've seen them where they're prominent roles in these movies where they learn their style to fight, whatever, right? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, beautiful.
Well, they kick ass.
Kick ass. You would say that the 3 of the 4 best fighters in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon are all females in that movie. So just an example. This movie was like females of like just there was no point to this fucking character. Like legit, you could take her out of the movie and nothing changes.
She was in maybe 3 scenes.
Oh, what?
The first scene one, she's in, she's looking at the fight, she's like, oh. Like you see her like she has the same look that he gives his friend at the Capoeira circle.
But I would count that as a scene with her going to the car. When she turns him down.
That first
with Hector.
That first one.
I would call that.
Hector's a
I would
bitch.
call. I know, dude. That was fine. They did a good job of finding a douche. Just a guy just looks.
I
like
will tell
douche.
you that's how every teacher meeting goes that we have. No.
So we get that scene with her where
Thought you weren't a teacher,
she's
bro.
gotta
Sorry,
like be like turning down,
story.
right? And they give you a little bit of the they have a history. Okay, and then we see her again.
Showing up to see them practice. She's there practicing. But again, doesn't say shit. I think. Then she shows up to clean them up and do flips.
All of a sudden, she's there to clean them up.
Well, you don't know. Capoeira.
Was that the rain? In the rain? Was that in the rain?
Yes. That was the rain one. Yeah. And that was it.
And then that was
then
it.
she goes camping.
Right. But
again, she never, like, I guess you could say that our Silvero, I guess he's being disrespectful to her, so he has to fight for her honor. But that's not even established either.
Yeah, not really.
Like there's no point to her.
We never saw her get into a beef with her boyfriend to where she goes to clean him up.
I've been hearing rumors about you. My estudiantes told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was the one fight they had. We don't know if they broke up. We don't know if they did. And this is the thing. She did fuck. Those rumors were true.
Yeah.
She should have been like, yeah, bro. Like, he has a bigger dick. Like, she should have said, like, at least show some kind of character. Yeah. She was just like, huh. That was it. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I don't even understand what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. So
her arc was
they fight. Okay. They fight at the fucking school. The school tells them to do a fucking program. The program helps 12 stereotypical kids for this time of the years. There's a bad guy. He happens to be
rough start.
Yeah, it's off to a rough start. It ends up working out. He gets one to believe, and then they all believe. One kid remixes.
I was gonna say, can you speak to the cassette tape?
Yes. So he brings in some old jungle music, as one of the characters calls it, to basically practice this. And one of the kids takes it home. And what does he do to the song, Abarca?
He supposedly runs it through a MIDI.
Abarca was mad about that.
Yeah, he runs it through a MIDI. He records some extra sounds. He then pans the vocals left and right.
It was like every audio thing you could do back in the day, right?
He flipped it, smacked it, rubbed it down.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he did all that shit to it. He makes a cool mix that the kids like. They all start buying in except the one. And then we find out that the one plays really shitty basketball with his homies in tight pants. And that fucking bothered me. Bothered the shit out of me, dog. Ain't no way
no one plays
playing fucking ball like that.
No.
It's just not happening. Dressed like a fucking ballet dancer.
That's just lazy movie making.
You obviously probably have shorts underneath those pants anyways. Yeah. If you're a baller, if you're going to go ball, you're going to be ready to go. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, so we find out that his uncle
me too,
is a drug... Wait, what does this uncle do in the streets?
He runs the streets, man.
He runs them?
Isn't he a drug lord or something?
They never do drugs.
Because don't the Jamaicans... That's what the beef was.
Oh, I'm going to get to that fucking part of the movie. Wait, we're getting there.
I think it's the same as, what's the other movie where they did all the stuff?
The Turtles?
The Turtles. I think it's that where...
The movie where they did all the stuff?
Because They were chopping up cars, but they were also hiding money in cars. They were drug dealing because the Jamaicans were running out of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think it was that he is the underground.
He's a conglomerate known as, what was the name of the gang? Do we ever get a name?
The Foot Clan.
You're probably
The
fucking right, bro.
ponytails.
The tight tees, the tight tank tops,
Capoeira,
the soft
best.
You know what's funny about his
Mejor.
look? His look too was like it was a little extra, but I was digging it.
He is, to me, he is and was Razor Ramon. The rest.
Yeah.
He was a sharp dresser.
Yeah. So
He
was
looked
Razor.
good.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Chico. Like if he had a
He looked good,
toothpick
too.
and he would have flicked it.
I don't know.
I would have looked like he looked at the capoeira circle. I'm like, Like he would have like, hey, Chico.
I don't know about the accent, but overall, like everything else was like
The
it
accent was
worked for
fucking
me.
stupid, but whatever. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Scott Hall was a Cuban and he played Razor Ramon. So whatever it is, what it is, right? But so they go through that. He keeps breaking them down. They go camping because they've never been to the beach in Florida, right? That's the story.
Okay. So it's Florida. It's Florida, but nowhere does it rain until one time in this movie.
When it needs to be sexy.
They live in Miami. I don't care if you are living on the port side of town. Guess what? The beach. You're going to the beach.
In Miami, you probably are.
You're going to the beach.
In LA, no, because I
But
never
LA
went to
is
the beach.
different, though.
That's what
You're
I'm saying.
not- Yeah, the Miami.
I've never been to Miami. So
if
I
you
don't
lived
know.
in Venice,
right,
you would go to the beach.
right.
If you lived in Santa Monica,
I'm going to the
you would
beach.
have been to the beach.
right.
Right? Venice is probably a better example because there are some like.
If you
sketch
live
parts
on
of
the
Venice,
west side of Los Angeles, you're going to the
You're going to
beach.
the beach.
Yeah.
So if you live in Miami, you're probably going to be at the beach at some point in time, right? But again, it is what it is. They've never been there, whatever. There's a sexy scene for no fucking reason where she's cleaning him up and then he's like, oh, I can still do handstands. And then she's like, I can do
how's
a
my hand?
handstand.
And he flips over.
And then like she
Ooh.
falls over and
Good
he's
as
like,
ever.
and then for some reason he lands on top of her and
What-
then they kiss. And I'm
Was
like,
he
what the
sleeping
fuck?
was he living at the
Yeah.
firehouse?
Yeah, they clean out this firehouse because it's the dojo, but they don't fight inside. They fight in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was living there.
And why was she there?
Why
Cleaning him up.
Why
because
wasn't
Why
she
was
there?
she there?
She was,
Bro,
Oh.
you know why?
no. Yeah, we all know why.
You know why?
No, but I know why.
Story-wise,
But no,
whistle.
but why? Because he got his ass beat. He goes to where he lives.
Because he saw her standing in the
And
rain.
she was there. Why was she there? I guess she was
Because
just.
she wanted dick.
I guess she just went. Oh.
'Cause she wanted him to be holding a breakfast sausage pancake thing and pull his wiener out.
But she was. So she didn't know she was expecting him to be there the whole time.
Her actual statement was, because I know how rough this neighborhood is. I think she said something
Yeah,
along those
something
lines.
like that. I think you're right.
AKA, bro.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that,
I came
but
to
You know what
check
it was?
on you.
She went to Hector. She dressed up all sexy, and he's like, "I gotta grade these papers." And she's like, "The fuck, dog? I'm in here doing this, and it's not working." So she's like, "I bet you."
No, he said, I can't today. I have a headache.
"Yeah, And he
I have a
was just
migraine.
like, "My back hurts."
Oh, my goodness.
Like,
No.
he's like, "I'm gonna read this, first edition copy of."
I just took a shower in these pajamas.
Yeah, I don't like to do it with the lights on. And he was like,
I can't soil these pajamas because I don't take my clothes off.
he's a never nude, and he always has to keep some clothing on.
He just pulls his wang out at the hole. And you're
Yeah,
like,
that's gross, bro.
Oh.
So she's like, "Fuck you." You know who? And that's right.
You know who's probably
because they
wearing
used to date.
Who's
in
wearing
high
a tank top right now?
school. Yeah, who knows? There's two
tank
things at
top
this
for
movie:
days,
tank
bro.
tops and that fucking song, all in this movie,
Yeah.
dude. God damn. So then, they go to the beach, keeps breaking them down. Our teacher and Orlando have a heart-to-heart, and it's when you finally see him kind of make a connection with the kid. But then they get back from a field trip over the weekend. They literally drive back and show up Monday morning to go to school.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. And
They're like, the kids got to get to class.
yeah.
I'm like, what?
The Silvero shows up and our man has to make a decision and he tells him, "We're family. I have to do this." So then he leaves.
Well, okay, my concern, I'm going to stop you there because
What are we talking
he's
about?
got a Class A license to just drive a bus.
This guy was driving a bus, bro.
Listen, I'm trying to get a
That's
field
true.
trip going. they don't want to give me a third van. They're like, hey, you got two. I'm like, well, we need to take the chaperones and the staff.
Yeah. He's driving a bus in this motherfucker. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Then one of the wildest scenes of this fucking movie happens. The Jamaicans and the Brazilians team up in a fire voodoo celebration that was almost as quick as a kiss scene. This movie.
So this is what, well, I mean, so when they get to school,
Yeah.
Silverio talks Spanish to the kid.
Yes.
To his little cousin.
Yes.
He's from Brazil.
He's not speaking Portuguese.
Yes.
Yes. That's very true.
Does he speak Spanish?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. He says a few words that might be Portuguese, maybe, but he speaks straight Spanish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's weird.
And then his minions have
No one's gonna notice. That's what they said. No one's gonna notice.
Cuban Spanish
They
accents.
speak Spanish in Brazil? Like, yeah, that's what they're going to do. Yeah. But they have a weird ceremony where they decide to team up and they hold hands and then they fucking put like a flame on this design that I think was both of their logos put together.
I thought the crow was coming out.
I'm like, is this their like gang logo? And they just like formed it together. It was like Prince's sign when he became the sign or whatever. Like, what the flying fuck is happening here?
Was that after they killed the kid or before?
So before, because their first
okay.
thing they do as a official combined
let's
gang
go
is to
tear up the school or whatever.
But it's not, but yes,
weird.
and it's not the Jamaicans doing it.
it's not.
They've combined forces and
Yes.
it's just the Cuban minions.
No, there's some Jamaicans in there too.
Isn't it?
But what's weird is
They
they're
did the
literally-
school, not the dojo.
But they're fucking breaking things, beating up teachers. But in some part of this school, kids are still doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like.
Yeah, because the fire alarm goes off. That was weird to me.
Then that's how I knew they were in Florida, because they were just tearing textbooks apart. They're like, this is too woke.
They were like, fuck this. But like, how is it that you're literally burning down a part of the school
Yeah.
and kids are like in the quad just like, oh, what you do your homework today? And they're like, smoke. That's what's his name's class. And they run over there. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, dude,
huh?
and then Mr. Carrington just comes out and just punches one dude. I was like, oh, hell yeah.
I thought Carrington was going to get down. You know what he needed to get down? I can't play the song again. But like, if he would have had that song, bro, he would have been able to handle it. So out of nowhere, Silverio becomes a murderer and he says, fuck it. Let's burn this bitch down or whatever, right?
In broad daylight.
Yes.
With all the kids there.
Yes. And they all know who it is.
Yes.
Right. So then the kids run up there and our DJ is able to, they're able to save the teacher, but they go back for the fucking, what is that called again? The Brazilian version of an accordion. I don't know what it's called. So they go back and get it. And then he dies because everything falls on top of him.
Berenbow.
The bed and bow.
That motherfucker cost $2 to make. Like, there was no need for this kid to fucking go in there. And like you said, they probably have a good Brazilian presence in Miami. Couldn't he just go to the fucking local swap meet and buy it?
No, but this was from the homie.
guy.
It was from his dude, bro.
Oh,
Okay.
I get what
I
you're
want to talk about the worst first responders ever. Because they pull the kid out. The kid gets out and they're like, oh, he's dead. It's like, no. You bring the machine. Dude, we have to train. We literally train to put the stupid the
EMT machine. No, what is that thing called?
It's the
AES.
Fucking this
The
how much we
AED
use.
machine.
AED machine. Yes.
Dude,
Yeah,
we have to go to
AED.
training to put it
I was
on.
gonna say AEW, but that's not it.
Yeah,
review
very,
machine.
very, very nice. No, but as teachers, we have to go. There's like a day where we have to go learn how to do CPR and put on these stupid machines. And they're like, hey, the creepiest thing is like, if it's a lady, you need to take off their bra because it's gonna mess them up. It's gonna burn their skin.
Yeah.
And you're like, but these are kids. Like what? Huh?
Yeah, you have to though. Mm-hmm.
So
It's weird. But
yes. But these guys are like, he's dead. They had the same response as Commissioner Gordon in Batman Forever, where it's like, it's a suicide. I saw the video. Let's go, police officers. They're like, but forensics is here to, no. It's done. Case closed.
So, okay. Then he, of course, he runs in there and, oh my God, he's dead. And now they're blaming the program.
No, he shows up in the bus.
Yeah. Wait, does he show up in the bus?
Yeah.
Holy shit. And he flies through the fucking front of that route, like school. Like he's running,
Well,
bro.
because the cops, they're like, oh, like can't go in, and he just pulls up right past that cop, and I'm like,
And the
they're
cops
not
like,
even gonna
yeah.
make a scene.
I'm like,
He
nah,
just
get your
he just
bus
pulls
back
up
there.
right next to the fire trucks and stuff, and I'm like, what the?
He's like, he was like, my family.
So he goes in there.
Oh, it's like that bus came out of nowhere. Ghost bus.
And then it was gone. Runs in there. Now the whole city's mad of this unsanctioned program, similar to the fucking Kumite and Bloodsport. It's unsanctioned, and they're pissed off. The principal shows up with 2 bodyguards that are cops.
I didn't get, so I'm like, where were these police officers?
Yeah. And where's this fucking security all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So then they escort him out of the school because it's his fault. He's still wearing a tank top. And
We got
he
to.
is.
You know, because it's hot and humid. Come on.
the most stereotypical gym teacher of all time shows up and is like, "You fucking geek." He uses the word geek, bro. And I'm
Did he
like,
say geek?
Yeah, he did. I'm like, what the fuck? And, he's like, "Hey, man, Orlando hasn't shown up to school." And he's like, "Okay." So then he goes and he starts capoeiraing the shit out of his training, bro. He's fucking in the dark doing it. And he's ready. And he's like, "I'm going to fucking take these streets back." And then Orlando shows up. They have another heart-to-heart. And he fucking goes at the whole gang.
Yeah.
But he decides to show up to the chop shop.
Yeah.
That
where they're
also
stuffing
that
money.
also launders money.
Exactly. It was a weird place. And this fight scene is cool as fuck. Like, I didn't mind it. There wasn't very much capoeira at this point, maybe except for the flip part of it, but it seemed more like martial arts, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
But-
he was using his Green Beret training?
And he kills somebody because he crushes a man with the car and then that place blows up. So that man is dead. So he is a murderer. I'm not saying he was a good guy or anything like that, but he fucking killed somebody.
Yeah, but they killed a high school kid.
Not those guys were just immigrants coming to this country that were working in a chop shop, had no fucking idea what was going on.
That kid is a high school kid.
No, but they weren't
goes
the
in
thugs,
to
though.
save that thing.
But they weren't the thugs. I felt like these guys just working at the chop shop.
They're like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
But weren't they
but
fighting
they-
back?
But the kid's just a kid.
Yeah, some crazy dude comes in there.
If I'm working at a fucking factory in LA and some motherfuckers start karate chopping the shit out of the ladies, like, I'm gonna have to
No,
fight
I'm
the shit
saying,
out of
but
them.
they were fighting back and not like fighting back like in the way where if
to defend yourself. Like
Yeah.
they knew they had some kind of training. Did they have weapons? Yeah, but they would pick up shit around them. It wasn't like they had. First off,
I had an assembling torch.
did nobody shoot this motherfucker? That bothered the shit out of me because even our old movies that we watch will talk about the Westerners and their guns. They will talk about Jet Li caught one with his mouth or caught it in the air and then threw it back. Nobody had a gun in this movie till the fucking very end.
well, I mean that goes with your point though. If they didn't know what was going on, they were just working.
Anybody.
But any time in this movie,
It
they
is-
had a gun.
okay,
There was
I'm
no
just saying-
Uzi in this movie
Come
at
on,
all.
bro. This movie would have been over in the. That's why that YouTube video is 7 minutes because he's like, "I'm here for revenge." And he's like, "You shot me," and then he falls over, and that's it.
Because this is not about gun violence.
But
It's
Get
about
that,
This
but they're
is-
a gang, bro.
This is
They're
about
in
capoeira.
they're in Florida with their standard ground
I
laws.
hate you so much.
This is about capoeira.
He's about the purity, bro.
It is not about gun violence, bro.
You gonna have to shoot me. That's what should I like. Come on, bro.
No, not when it's about capoeira.
God damn it. It's so fucking this movie.
Listen
that shit
here,
pissed me off.
maestro.
You know, it's funny.
Maestro.
You're completely right. I don't disagree with you at all. But
I just
at
would've
no
loved-
at no point did that thought come to my head. Like, where are the guns at?
No
But I would've
student
it
on
would've been
campus had a
super
gun.
Cool if they one guy kept trying to shoot him and he capoeira the shit out of
I
the gun.
agree with you guys.
know?
I
Yeah.
agree with you
It would have
guys.
been cool to see it, is I guess what I'm saying.
But I never had the thought. Like that thought never came to me.
If this school was as bad as it was, all those kids had guns.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree. Like I said, I agree.
Hey, I'm gonna teach you guys capoeira.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing in my
Give me all
classroom?
your tank tops, bitch.
Florida. Bang, bang.
Well, we would have seen the metal detectors or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I agree.
Well, they
but
don't have metal detectors because nobody can run those fucking metal detectors because there's no fucking security in this school.
yeah.
I don't believe it. I didn't find one patriot, one hero to fight back.
Yeah, because even
how
when
they get
the even
That's
when
how
the
the
gang
liberal media
members
gets you.
even when you always see someone carrying a gun
Yes.
somewhere. Yeah, but I never. And it's funny that I never even thought of
Till the very end. And you know what reminded me when they have it at the end? I'm like, oh yeah, why did somebody not shoot his ass?
In the Chuck Norris movie with Flounder, everybody had a gun except Chuck Norris.
at least at the end when they're like through with him and they want to kill him, he should have had to fight some guns off of people. Is all I'm saying. That's
He's
it.
like, everybody, get
Yeah, right. At that point, they all should have had guns. But whatever. It's just a movie, and it is about the capoeira. But it was just kind of like, come on, man. Like even my old school martial arts movies would play into that and be like,
bring him to me alive.
Hey Chico, I want him alive. Gina! It's fucking weird.
He really
Anyways.
wanted him alive, which
And then he's like, hey man, he said alive.
yeah.
Bomba club.
And like 35 people are stomping his ass to death, right?
Yeah.
So we set this up. He kills a man in cold blood and blows him up. And then now they're chasing him. They know to look for him in somebody's backyard where a bunch of white sheets are hanging. I think they were KKK members. And they're fucking following him through that. He beats the shit out of people. And again, all these fight scenes are cool. Like they're not bad. They're cool. Then he like runs into basically every single gang member at the same time. They finally got his ass. But our man wants him alive. So then they're taking him to like a bonfire that they've created in the middle of a field.
It's Miami, bro.
Where I think it's okay. Where I think they're going to kill him just to finally shoot his ass. But the kids show up. And they create a protective wall, and they're all white. I think everybody's capoeira in Miami because maybe that's what the lady was hanging up with all her capoeira clothes because there's all white. And they build a wall between them. And then oh my God, the laughter in that scene was fucking great. They're like, look at these kids. Like, it was like, why are you laughing like that? Like, it was so fucking stupid. And one capoeira kid kicks the shit out of the guy.
Well, one doesn't want, don't they slap one of the kids?
Yes. And that's what the guy, and then the guy, capoeira, the shit out of the guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get your gun.
And
that one kid that did that kick too, the
goofiest motherfucker in the whole movie.
bro, they got the wrong kid.
Why wasn't it the kid that he first trained?
Yeah.
Why wasn't it Orlando? Well, I guess Orlando had his moment after, but it could have been the DJ. Oh, the DJ was dead.
Yep.
Well, shit.
No,
it could have been the guy that was
DJ
not
dad.
a believer, and then he became a believer when he got
this kid had a dad that was part of the
100%.
production company or something.
Yes,
like,
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you're right.
nobody who made this movie would have been like, let's get that kid to do the kick right now because there's no fucking way. He had a daddy that was a mom that was a makeup artist.
I don't think he was in
something.
any other.
I don't remember seeing him.
Was he the skateboarder one? Oh, I think he was a skateboarder one.
I don't remember seeing him in when they first got out of the bus.
He said skate or
it doesn't really make a difference in the fucking movie. But he kicks the shit out of the kid. Then they get into because now it's like capoeira. Orlando tries to stand up to his uncle. His uncle beats the shit out of Orlando. But now the guy's like, I want to fight you. A little beef here is that we didn't see him grow in his capoeira at all to see why he would win this time. That's the only thing that kind of annoyed me. Like it would have been cool if his friend shows up and remember what capoeira is really about. I don't know, something, to show his growth.
Just had a whole
ghost dad,
right?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Plus, he cut his ponytail, which if this guy's like Samson, might have weakened him. And maybe that's how he got the dub.
Maybe.
But do they ever use swords in capoeira? Stevens, I was wondering what was that about? Because that was one thing that I was like, why are they using swords now?
Cheap machetes.
Yeah. So they fight. Boy gets his ponytail cut. Good fight scene though. I'm not trying to shit on it. He does really cool. Like again, like a windmill to a kick to a. It looked cool. It looked fucking really really cool.
Some of the moves are a little bit repetitive.
They do the same cartwheel and flip over and over and over. But there are some cool things they would add every time.
Yes.
And of course, the good guy wins. They're about to finally use guns, but the kids they're funny. They take the guns away from him and they just throw it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, take the shit with you, dog. Like they're gonna come. But then
they're like, what?
Yeah.
I noticed
the ghetto bird shows up, the cops show up, everybody scrambles. And then we find out that Orlando's a fucking snitch. But
the cops show up, Orlando becomes a rat. Are you willing to say that in the court of law?
Heck yeah, I am. I'm like, fucking snitch, dog.
I did have an issue with that too.
At least the Foot Clan, they're like, hey, why don't you go down to this warehouse? That's where you can find all the evidence.
Yeah, he straight turned tail on this motherfucker real quick.
Yeah.
Which is so dumb because he's gonna die. Like, if this was any other movie, that's why there's no part 2 because Orlando died. Like, once he got off of that stand, They fucking killed his ass, bro.
Yeah, at that point,
You know what he does to witnesses. Yeah, I'm good.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where I live. Oh, fuck. I'm going to see him on Sunday for that baby shower.
Yeah.
Like, it's so stupid. But whatever. I get it. And then they're graduating. The shittiest graduation ever because they don't even say the kids' names.
They're like, I remember.
And then they're like, we added something new to this. And just because you didn't think you hear that song one more, the same fucking song gets played every fucking time there's capoeira in this fucking movie. Then they play it one more time and his friends do show up from Brazil.
Yeah.
And they're doing it with them, which I'm like, you should have had him show up 2 days earlier or whatever, 2 scenes earlier and been like, you need to remember what it's about.
He was busy, bro.
They show up. They're doing capoeira at the end. Fucking roll the credits.
His visa hadn't come through yet.
Do you want the weapons?
Yes.
info?
Do they have weapons in capoeira?
Through most of its history, capoeira commonly featured weapons and weapon training, given its street fighting nature. Capoeiristas usually carried knives and bladed weapons with them, and the berimbau could be used to conceal those inside.
That's some gangster shit, bro.
Or even to turn itself.
There's a circle. They're fucking obviously capoeira. You know,
Fucking swords? I'm going the other way.
I'm walking home from school. These motherfuckers got to dance fight each other. No, I want to leave this neighborhood.
Dad, I go to the park. Mija, are they catcalling you? No, they're just fighting each other.
Dad, you don't
in
understand.
A sexy dancing
I
way.
want to go to a university and leave this neighborhood. I have to see one more circle of dance fighting. It's going to drive me crazy.
Mija, we worked hard to come to this neighborhood, come to this country. All right? You have to respect their dance / fight.
No, we got away from this. Have you seen one circle with people dance fighting?
With tank tops?
That's why we came. That's why we came here. That's
But
why
were they wearing
here.
tank tops?
Were they in all white?
Yeah.
Are they wearing all white? Good Lord.
So that little thing could become a weapon also because they would stick blades at the end.
Yeah, and my grandma
The
could carry a
berimbau?
razor blade in
The
her
berimbau.
beehive. But
I do that shit to the guys when we fight. Like, I get that.
I'm just saying. So yes, not big old swords. I don't think so much, but certainly smaller
it's
things.
Fine. Most of this
Smaller
shit's
things.
probably not even the way it really is. But whatever. It's cool.
It's just they don't really use it now.
Look, I enjoyed this movie though, guys. It sounds like I've been shitting on this forever, but I really enjoyed this movie. Here's an important topic. Stevens, does he land on your top 5 sexiest dudes in all martial art movies that we watch? So people remember. This is important shit.
This is what's real.
Yeah. What is your top 5 sexiest dudes of all time in martial arts movies?
Let me get there. I have it.
And be ready with the female.
There is a list.
I have it titled Hot People List.
Hot people list.
I don't know if he makes it to the top 5.
You're crazy. You are crazy.
What? Where's your top 5?
You're crazy.
He is pretty good looking. Well, I have Jackie Chan, Simu Liu.
Is this in order?
No, it's not order. It's just they're up there.
I'll rank them right now.
We need to rank them, Stevens.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need more time with that. I'll rank them. I'll rank them for next time.
Stay tuned.
But you
Stay
have
tuned, people.
Kichi Sato is the Unforgiven sheriff.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You have Donnie Yen in Killzone. He was hot.
Oh, yeah? I can see
I
that.
looked at those pictures.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Nicholas Say. That's when I found out his wife was 28 or remember.
Oh, yeah, super young, yes.
Nicholas Say. He's the Raging Fire dude. And the cleaned up dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See?
Gotcha.
Already.
Okay.
And then Louis Tan from Fistful of Vengeance.
Yeah, that dude's good looking, bro.
He's
Yeah.
tall and
okay.
good looking. So I don't know if
Was
this
that
one,
4 or 5? Did I miss one?
That was 4.
That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Mark makes 7. So he's certainly on my
hold
top,
on.
top
No,
list.
you can only have a top 5. You can't make 6 and 7.
Well, that's what I'm
bullshit.
saying. I'm
But
going to
you
have
only
to go
named
through and
4.
rate,
You only
but I
named
don't
4
think-
right now.
Yeah, you
though.
only need
No,
4.
Jackie Chan and Simu Liu.
Yeah. She did. Okay. All right. So
I don't know if he makes it, but let me
glance-
tell you, because we were asking about what he was, right?
Okay.
And we said he's born in Hawaii.
Okay.
But on his IMDb, it says the darkly exotic, multilingual, multi-skilled Dacascos. Is that how you say his name? Dacascos is a mix of Japanese, Filipino, Spanish, Irish, and Chinese heritages. Which, if I'm just going off that, is pretty hot. He was born in Hawaii and attended school in Germany.
Damn, man, it's an international man of mystery here.
So
Okay.
he's really good looking, but I don't.
But you don't think he
I don't
craps your
know
top
if he
five?
could go in my top 5.
All right, next week she will let us know the top 5.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll really.
Okay,
Is
think
this
about
guy in
that.
Double Dragon?
Yes.
We're,
We're
don't you
watching-
what part of we're
So we're
watching? Yeah.
next time. I'll let you know
Maymascus.
if he's really hot in
It's
that.
Maymascus, bro. We're going
Oh,
through so many.
Maymascus.
He has like 130 movie credits, bro. We can watch fucking 4 movies. Don't
He's
even
in
worry
Will
about it.
Assassins.
In which one?
Will
Yeah.
Assassins?
Yeah. Yeah. What is our top 5, ladies? by
Okay,
any
again,
chance?
in no particular order because you guys just rattled them
No,
off.
we had them in an order, Stevens.
Oh, well then. Well, no, I didn't get your order.
Okay. What do you got? What do you
I'll
got?
find your order.
Gotcha.
And fix
Okay, what is it?
But, of course, Maggie Chung,
Number 1.
Michelle Yeoh,
Out of respect.
Jet Tranter. That
Who's
is
that?
Cassidy from Lady Bloodfight.
Jess.
Pearl Thusi, which is Fistful of Vengeance. That's your Zamazulu.
Yeah. Jess.
Wow.
And Mei Ling Eng, which is your Russian from Lady
Yeah.
Bloodfight.
Okay, I'm cool with all this. That sounds like the order we put them in.
It might be because I was writing them.
Okay, interesting. All right. Does the lady that was in 3 scenes crack our top 5?
Bro.
Oh, and then on your list, I got Vanity and Muriel Hoffman.
Yeah, but that's my personal list.
That's what
Which
I
I
said
figured
on
out-
your list.
I was gonna say this. This is like your Last Dragon. It's not a good movie, but you fucking like this movie. You would have had a poster of it if you watched this when you were young.
Yeah, totally. This one,
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a good movie, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
It follows it's like every movie that was made at the time.
What?
You just threw in Capoeira.
Well, it's like I remember your wife likes that Chuck Norris movie. We just saw
Sidekicks.
Sidekicks.
Oh, well, I will tell you little update about that. My wife was angry that I didn't watch this with her. And her words were, I remember this movie and I remember I liked it a lot because he was cute.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Yeah.
cracks her top 5. I'm gonna tell you that much right now.
on Only the Strong?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna
She
have to get her list because I think
Yeah.
her list probably more than 5.
Yeah, probably by this time it is.
You know how
You're
she
right.
likes Sidekicks?
Yeah.
Horrible movie.
Yeah,
But you watch it
horrible.
as a kid.
She also likes Mac and Me. That's a different story for another day. But yes.
This would have been that for me.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying Last Dragon's horrible. It's just not it's not like people are not gonna be like, today on Cinematic Classics, The Last Dragon. Like that's never gonna happen. But it's a great fucking movie to me because you attach it to things. Where this would have probably been that version of you for it.
Yeah.
They're shit movies, but they're fun.
Does
All right.
Stacey Travis break your lady list?
You had to look for that shit too. You had no idea who the fuck she was? No.
No.
She can't even hold a handstand. All right, Enrique, would you tell people to watch this movie?
Yeah, I would tell people to watch it. Yeah.
Abarca.
Yes, guys, it's a quick watch.
Fuck yeah, it's a lot quicker than this podcast. Yes, for me too. Yes, 110% watch this fucking movie. Does it crack our top 10?
It's number 8 with a bullet.
No. If you didn't put The Last Dragon's top 10, I would fucking murder somebody.
No.
But it's a fucking fun watch.
Yeah.
It's a fun fucking watch, guys. Like it really is. But I think next week's movie is gonna do it. Next week's movie in Maymascus, the celebration of everything. This guy,
Marc Dacascos.
We're going with at least half a month. We'll see what's up. We're gonna watch the fucking film classic that is gonna be talked about 100 years from now.
No, dude, we can do, if we do Double Dragon next week, we can do Brotherhood of the Wolves.
Because you say he's in that. Brother of the Woods is actually kind of fucking dope.
Or we can end the month with Brotherhood of the Wolves.
Ooh,
We just have to find a cool
That's a French one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually kind of badass. Ooh, sorry. Okay, but we're gonna start with
I haven't seen
Doble Dragon, Double Dragon, which is available everywhere for fucking free. No, I don't know. Is it
Amazon Prime.
I heard they pay you if you watch it.
Peacock Premium, Roku,
It's
Tubi,
everywhere.
Redbox, Crackle,
Redbox. You can rent
Pluto,
that bitch on the side of
Plex.
fucking CBS.
everywhere.
Must
This
be really
shit's
good.
everywhere.
Available in the
You could also rent it if you wanted to pay money off of Apple or Amazon.
If you want it in 4K,
And you
right.
could also buy it for $8.99 from Apple TV.
You can also buy it in a bin at Walmart for like $2 bro. And probably COVID. All right, so that being said, Enrique, where can they reach us about everything?
Gung-Fu Super Bros pod on Instagram, Gung-Fu Super Bros on Twitter and Gmail. You can go to our link tree, linktr.ee/Gung-Fu Super Bros. You can find all those links. You can also find the links to the podcast on Spotify and Apple. And you can also find our voicemail number.
Can you?
Yes.
What is that voicemail number?
Hey guys, please leave us a voicemail at www.gungfusuperbros.com or go to our Google Voice number, 661-401-5941. Please rate, review, or leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you watch and listen to us.
Next week is a little treat. We're all going to be wearing tank tops. Hey, Barca, say bye.
Bigot humans.
Enrique.
Goodbye.
Super producer Stevens.
Bye.
And remember, my name is Ivan. Love you guys. Hey. He did a lot of breathing. I notice that all the time. Because you know when he talked, he always got to breathe. I need to do this with time. Sorry. You want to start a war, maestre? You going to get a war.